What in the all types of blue hell? You fired.
Lowered expectations.
I'm independent.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Colosseum. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. I just watched a depressing movie, but we're here, and we're gonna have a little fun tonight. Glad to see everybody. What's going on, Snowman? I see Snowman in the building. We got I'm gonna butcher that name, so yo,
What's up, AB? How you doing, man?
who's this?
This is J-Man.
Oh, J-Man, okay. How's it going?
I'm just going good, man. How you been?
I'm doing all right. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Club Shay Shay found out it's always Jermaine's fault.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy.
Now, I don't necessarily feel sorry for him because he knew she was a hoe, and you always run that risk of dealing with, especially with a white hoe.
I mean, the thing is, you hope, you got a snake, right?
Yep.
But you hope it doesn't bite you.
Yeah.
You hope you're dealing with the snake. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, all right, it hasn't bit me yet. I've been dealing with it. Okay.
Yeah, I've been dealing with this black mamba, but I'm sure it's not going to bite me, right?
That's it. May bite me at some point, but it's not going to be today, right? It can't be today. Of all days, it's not going to be today.
Who's the snake?
She is.
She meaning who? I just got back in my computer.
Talking about Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp situation.
Yeah.
You hope it doesn't bite you. And
I got news.
Not today.
I got news for you, gents. He bit himself twice. Because remember, this happened to him once before.
Yeah, well,
he like what he like.
Oh, where is that sound I'm looking for? Shannon Sharp,
You big dummy.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Let's do this proper.
All right.
Is it? You big dummy.
You big dummy. Wait. What did we say last week? For every dummy, there's a dummy.
There's another dummy.
Dummy.
Rest in power to the hilarious Red Fox.
Yes, sir.
Red Fox.
What a man.
But yeah,
around town now.
That's a hot mess.
That's one hot mess I won't even touch on my show next week.
No, man, you can't.
I'm not. Look, my show's about sports.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else surrounding it. And I hate the fact that all sports has now gone political.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All sports has now gone political.
Yeah. Oh, but of course, because of the age disparity, the gynocracy got a hold of it, and now they're crying. He's a pedo. He's sleeping with a 19-year-old.
You big dummy.
Legal is 18, and she was a well-known hoe before she met Shannon Sharp. This is an OnlyFans model we're talking about.
Yeah, I mentioned it on I was talking. I think Alvin, right?
Pick a struggle. You can't have it both
Yeah,
ways.
you can't have it. You can't have it. It's like the infantilization. Like they just this weird thing about any woman underneath. BGS talk about it too. Like the weird thing about a woman being under 30 is like she's a child. It's like
BGS
no.
is one of the first. BGS is one of the first to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, J Matt, I promised you I would play this sound, but it had to fit. Dear Gynocracy, according to your age claim, my next two words are as follows.
You fool!
Like it doesn't make any sense. In any time a woman, like you said, quote unquote, if she exercises her power, quote unquote, whatever age it happens to be, it's like that's empowering. But as soon as a man gets something out of the deal, it's like, oh yeah, it's bad. Why is it bad when a man gets something out of the deal?
Exactly.
I think that's the
why it's bad.
The problem is.
Yeah, I can explain that. We all can explain it from a man's standpoint because most men have been there. It's pretty simple. If a man comes out on top, they don't like it.
Nope.
It's not even on top. It's just having any sort of benefit. It's like
that's coming out on top according to them.
And even Shay Shay has admitted himself that this was pretty much a booty call. This was not really a relationship.
No, of course it wasn't. She was getting something out of it. She was getting like he gave her like hotel stays. She stayed. He gave her. It's not like she got nothing out of it. He may have flown her out. Taking her. She traveled with him for whatever.
What a lot of sisters are not going to talk about is she's going to find another 50 or 60-year-old the next week.
Sure, exactly. She's essentially a buzz down.
Well, no one's going to talk about that.
No, but honestly though, she fucked herself up. Sorry, pardon me for my language.
You're fine. You're fine.
But she messed the game up for herself doing this because she's so short-sighted.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever touch her now. Because if she had kept her mouth shut when he's done with her, she would have been able to just do this again. That's why hoes are hoes, but the old hoes had it right. But they kept themselves kind of sequestered in a way. Then they were able to stay in that world. That's like the woman who are multiple baby mamas of multiple NBA or NFL guys. Like baby by one dude, had a baby by another dude, and a baby by another dude.
Yep. Brittany Renner, anybody?
They kept her. You keep her mouth shut. No. She messed up too. She didn't keep her mouth shut.
Like I said, Brittany Renner, anybody?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm coming in firing shots tonight.
Yeah, but like the ones that we don't really know about, the ones you have to like really be in basketball. I don't know, like, oh yeah, she got to be by this dude and that dude and that dude. It's like, okay, but she kept her mouth shut. She just kept it moving. She didn't make no big stink. She didn't make no big fuss. No muss. No none of that. But these new chicks, man, like you said, from Brittany Renner on down to this girl now, they move bad.
Terrible.
What's going on?
If you think about what's up, Tony?
What's up, TR?
Oh, did he leave?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking, like, if you think about, Drea, right? Drea Michelle. Drea Michelle, people talk about her now because she had the thing with old boy Jalen Green. She's got Jalen Green's kid, but she also has children older who are around about his age, but I think they're by ballers too. But she's able to stay in the game she's been in the game for almost 20 years, like being a professional baby mama. But the reason she's able to do that is because she kept her mouth shut.
Yep.
Well.
And she was able to get her payday. Again, we can agree or disagree on whether that's the right thing to do for society or what have you. But like, she played the game and was rewarded for it and has been rewarded for it for well over a decade at this point. But again, these new chicks don't know how to finagle, don't know how to maneuver. They just think, oh, let me just get this one bag right now and then let the chips fall on me after that. And it's like, girl, if you really wanted to be this way, then you wouldn't have done this. But obviously, I think they don't want to be this way. It's that Schrodinger's feminism thing. I want to be empowered. I want to be a boss, but also I don't like being a sex worker. I think at the end of the day, they really don't want to do this. So they figure, what's the best thing I can do? I can fuck this dude for a while, make him do some crazy shit to me, and then I can claim, oh my God, how he do this to me? He spit in my eye.
Yep.
I can't believe he would do this. And then try to sue him for as much as he can, and then try to get out the game, and then try to find some random sucker to validate her existence.
Right. What's going on, Ed?
What's up, Ed?
Yeah, I just want to say this, and I'm gonna get out. First of all, these people are bad people. Like that chick is for all we know, she could be getting pimped by some hidden boyfriend or whatever. But these women are bad. These are bad people.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say it that way is because women always position themselves as victims in order to elicit resources. They do this even outside of this context. And the problem is men fundamentally at the group level do not believe in defending themselves ruthlessly. If a man is attacking you, what do people always say? You can't control how another man responds to an attack. But when it's a woman attacking you this way, there's these rules that you have to adhere to because you could have been doing dirt. The reality is, and I said it before and I said it again, Black men, even especially men that got money, need to start making these women and these men that do this like Busby think twice about before they do this stuff. One example. Hold on a second. Yeah. One example.
Okay.
You
good? About that. Yeah, y'all can still hear me. All right. One example of this, I'm gonna give you an example. Is you have to be really willing to damage these women in a way that'll make them fear coming at you. Don't worry, Andy, I'm not going off the rails with this. An example of this would be Omarosa. Omarosa is somebody that can get in these women publicly and privately. And imagine Omarosa does not have a real negative disposition towards Black men like that. There's certain people she wouldn't like go after. But if you put money in her pocket, I'm not saying to do this now, but if you put money in her pocket and you put a lawyer team around her or whatever, like she would be like the more publicist side of this. She would be able to like to go at these women and go with a narrative in a way. If a man did it, she would be immune to all this misogyny, all this other BS.
Right.
Couldn't really call her a picnic either because these other women fear, and you need to pay them handsomely in order to deal with this situation. And then get lawyers. Jay-Z kind of gave you the model. And you have to move inside. The thing I would say too is this is where passport bros are winning. You have to create ecosystems, not necessarily on some direct tricking, but you have to create ecosystems in certain zones where you go to. And you ain't even got to deal with this, even if you need to import these chicks. Because these chicks are not going to know the system as good as these women are. That way you lock these women out and let them know there are real consequences to you all doing this. And like you have to be ruthless on controlling the environment. Not necessarily saying doing something to a woman directly, but I'm saying you have to be ruthless on creating an environment that is extremely hostile to this behavior. And dudes have this, they feel sorry for these chicks. She's 19, the baby. She's a whore.
Yeah.
Period.
She is a whore. Stop acting like all these chicks are virgins at 18. Bang. We already know what that pussy be doing. Their age of consent is very different and they're outside the norm. Let's cut bullshit. But dudes be doing this. I'll leave it there. But
they wanted to be this sweet, innocent little girl. Man, especially not after 18. I'd have gave up on that shit.
AB.
In most cases,
This case would be if 80% of the world in South America and Africa and Asia, if she came with everything she said as the truth and her lawyer went to a courthouse, they would be laughed out of the courthouse. They would say, with her reputation, come get out of here. They would tell her that her and her lawyer, she has no case because she has a reputation that precedes her. And they would not accept that. only in America and some other Western countries would they accept this girl with her reputation and everything that she said and what he said. If you take the truth, them both being the truth, they would just laugh out of the courtroom and her lawyer. Say, get out of here
Yep.
with that.
But that
Yep.
goes to what feminism has done, though. It is the men still live by or cultivated to live by that ancient set of rules that women are XYZ sugar spots and everything nice, and that they're strong and powerful and can do no wrong. Men are all of us from young ages were cultivated for that. Now, like the thing about the manosphere is kind of teaching men, hey guys, no, the manosphere and the red pill together, kind of teaching men like, no, those rules that you thought were real, they're not. It's painful and it hurts to learn that, oh, that's a regular human being that can fuck my life up. It not the same way a dude can, but the result can be the same. Like I might not get a physical bloody eye, but
and in
I
some
will get
cases like mine, Mr. J Matt, even a little more diabolical.
Yeah. Because like
Yeah,
you can put some ice on a black eye. You can't put ice on social pariahism. You can't do that. Like it is what, like, you know, it's a very different, and we're not taught how to combat women when they come at us. We're not taught to fight that way. We're taught we can choke, we can shoot, we can fist fight, we can kick, we can punch, we can do all those sort of things. But when she comes at you with those words, well, they don't know how to finagle that situation.
You're supposed to just take them.
Yeah. To Ed's point earlier, we're gonna have to start shaming these women. Case in point, you're about to experience what I call an Olympic sport.
Oh no!
Can I add one thing before you get there?
Hurry up.
My major issue is you made no attempt to make this a criminal situation. It's just financial. And it's zero attempt at a criminal situation. And in the court that she's in, it doesn't have the same stature if she lies. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to interpretation. And the whole 19-year-old thing, I'm so tired of this. This is just a form of gaslighting. She's 19, check mark. She's Latino white, check mark. She's already on OnlyFans, but she's a victim of the economy and the circumstances of the environment. Like, yo,
that's one of the reasons why she's laughed out of court, because she's not prosecuting as a criminal case. It's only for money. In other countries, they would see that clearly. If you don't want to prosecute him as a criminal, then you're saying something.
Just go work at Sunoco. Go work at Wawa. They're always hiring.
The last part. I don't understand,
because it already has happened in other countries, and they have thrown those cases out with some athlete saying that he has done something to some young woman, and they just throw that case out. They don't even listen to it.
Yeah. Now,
the last part.
Okay. Look, let's just
the last part. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Because everything needs to be said about it. Now, and I said, as Ed pointed out, we're gonna have to start embarrassing this woman, which is why you're about to see what I call what should be called an Olympic sport. And let me just start playing it. And I'm dead serious. They really do need to make this an Olympic sport, even though the show's not on anymore.
Paradise, Kevin. In the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Kevin is not the father.
And I told you that, bro. Why you trying to put your uncle?
Wait for it.
Oh, here it comes.
Everything. Now hold on for your research.
Keep in mind, there's 3 of them up there.
No.
There's 3 of them up there.
That's super host.
My favorite one was a New York girl.
Paradise, sir, you are not the
Strike 2.
Wait for it.
It's okay.
And in the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Damien, you are not.
Strike 3.
Here we go.
And out.
You're out.
Wait a minute. I should have played this.
You're out.
You're out.
Yeah.
See, look at him run. See, look at him run. Look at him run. That should be Olympic sport. I'm telling you.
Ashamed.
Give me my stuff and I'm about to
It's
go.
insane.
Oh my God, it should be an Olympic sport when they say you not the fun.
As a
I saw a
former
dude do a backflip one
umpire,
time.
Yeah,
It's
as a
something.
former, oh, I've seen it, man.
yeah.
I've seen it all. As a former umpire, when he read that third result, I had the fist ready. Strike 3 and out.
I remember the days of sitting in front of my great aunts, cousins, and all the females at the TV. They were so down when they heard that, and they were cheering on like they were watching a basketball game, game 7, 2 minutes left, cheering and shit.
Well,
that baby look like him.
Hey,
it look just like him.
Forget 2 minutes.
It
A
looked
minute
just
left.
like him.
They're in the final 24.
But let's watch this run one more time.
Let's see it again.
That's okay. It's okay.
And in the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Damien, you are not the father.
Right? 3.
You're
out.
Look at him run. Look at him run.
No, don't do that. Do not do that. Give me my stuff and I'm about to go. Give me my stuff. I'm finna go. No, Marvin, no, I'm embarrassed, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, embarrassment.
Yeah.
And we need to figure out ways to embarrass them because the thing, obviously, physically.
Wait, I'm getting to that. Which brings me to my next segment. Shout out to Ludacris. All I have to say about this case is, ho, you ho, ho. I said that you's a ho.
Or the edited version.
Use a troll. Use a troll.
Damn right I'm trolling.
Use a troll. I said that use a
troll.
By the way, AB, I have him recording that again this week.
Yeah, I need to record some shit too. Get my stuff together. But yeah.
Go. In the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Kevin is not the father.
And I told you that, bro.
That's one.
Everything. Now hold on for your research, player. Yeah, let's go.
In the case of 7-week-old Paradise, sir, you are not the father.
That's okay. It's okay.
And in the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Damien, you are not the father.
He lost hope after that second one. He lost hope. She was like, "Oh no." He knew it.
Look at her run.
No, don't do that. Do not do that.
Can we get a 40 time off of that, AB?
Yeah, but I got another one.
Since this weekend was the draft, can we get the 40 time off of
Smooth
that?
7.2. Smooth 7.2.
Thank
Smooth
God there's no
7.2.
footage of you as John Paul.
We'll come back to that later. Shout out to Paula Vick.
I don't really talk to people who voted for Donald Trump. Like that's not. I don't.
In the case of 9-month-old
Here's another one.
Kanaya, God.
And this one might actually be a winner. I'm just saying. Look at this one.
You are not.
Look at her run. Look at her run.
Oh no, she got some speed on her.
Just don't jump on her, okay? Just don't jump on her.
You hear that? You hear what he's doing? Mari's protecting her.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? Don't jump on her. Don't dump on her. What?
Explain to me why
I've been yelling my brains out.
If this is my child or not, Pain. You let.
Yeah, let me let whoever that is up. That's say y'all. Don't nobody say shit.
That's crazy. That's her fault. And he want to protect her. Protect her. She didn't protect her womb. She didn't protect nothing. And it's up to us to protect her. It's up to those dudes to Yeah, that's crazy. It makes no sense at all.
By the way, I got 26 watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit my cash app, support the show. Hit the super chat. Support the show. Are you not entertained?
And the sound effect tax is in effect tonight.
Please, the petty tax in effect tonight, because I'm in the petty mood tonight.
You got any more of those? Any more of those?
You let me get you pregnant.
prints?
You let me get you pregnant again because you tried to trap me with this baby.
She's pregnant now?
She's pregnant again. I know this one, man. I know this one, man.
Damn.
But you trapped me.
No,
You
he
tried
tried.
to do that
I
on
think he in
purpose,
the
and you
front
knew this.
by the kitchen.
We will never be together again.
In the case of
Yeah, boy.
1-year-old Kingston,
Oh,
I
boy.
think he's in the
you
kitchen.
are not.
Oh, this is the
There she
winner.
goes.
Wait, look at her go. Look at her go.
With the weave with the weave in the wind.
Look at her go. She gone. She out.
He gonna whoop her ass, bro.
She's in a labyrinth. She can't get out.
Look at all the flat screens, man.
Y'all gotta get these.
No, zoom in. Zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in. Look at him go.
I'm gonna buy her a GPS so she can find her baby daddy. Find your baby daddy 'cause you got me.
In the case of 1-year-old Kingston,
Oh, look at this again.
Des, you
Whose
are
fault?
not.
Look at him run. Look at him run. Look at him run. Now do y'all understand what I mean?
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Now do you understand what I mean?
You
when I
tough
say
nigga.
You're not the father. Now do you understand what I mean when I say you're not the father should be an Olympic sport?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, paternity fraud is not a real thing. It's so small you shouldn't care. That whole kind of option. Do you remember? It was BGS talked about it, the Michael Knowles thing, and how he was like, "You're calling my wife a whore." Michael, if she is, she is. It is what it is. If he's a Bible guy, right? If you know, for all of the Bible guys in the chat,
Yeah.
it's
Including me.
one of the prophets, one of the old school prophets was, I believe, it was Haggai. He was tasked with marrying a whore. He was married. He married actually. Yeah, he married a prostitute.
What's that Hagar? I got to look that up.
Yeah, it was Haggai.
I'm still in the church. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Hagar. Okay.
It was Haggai. He was told to marry a whore, and he did. And she slept around. She did a bunch of crazy stuff, but he knew that. My thing is when you with the woman and you don't know, that's where we have problems. Now, if you want to marry a whore, then marry a whore. That's your business. But marrying a dishonest whore is it's a recipe for disaster. Or
in the immortal words of the great Della Reese, in the immortal words of the great Della Reese, I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes is honest.
Wait a minute, brother. Don't talk about Will Smith like that. Oh, I'm gonna shut up.
You know, you thought it was one way. Turns out it wasn't.
Yeah.
And so my thing is like, but for the crowd who's like, yeah, but paternity fraud, paternity, or DNA at birth is mandatory, should be mandatory. Who say that it shouldn't be because it calls her into question.
Yeah.
Let it be what it is. It is what it is. If she gets called into question, so be it.
So be it. Yeah. Be it.
We care about honesty. We care about we want everybody. We want the men to always be honest, and we want women to have secrets. You can't be that way. Now, if men are always honest and women get to have secrets, then we get to have something. You can't just take away everything from us and then give us nothing. That's not how a society works. You can't take what you can't.
No, it's not.
We can't. So the same way we can't just take away all rights from women and give them nothing in return and expect them to fuck us.
Right.
We can't. You can't be like, oh yeah, we're gonna only fuck you if we can get things from you. Then we're not gonna give you anything. And then we're in the position we're in now. The men aren't marrying them, and they're just like, oh no, the most you can get is 3 months of dick. That's the most you can get. And after that, baby, the free trial is over with. Congratulations. Find the next one. You be good. And the women cannot function like that long term. It is killing them.
It is. It is indeed. I'm just happy at the fact that with all this coming around now about tests being done at birth, I'm happy that with me it wasn't necessary because I was there through the entire process from start to finish when my daughter was born.
Yeah, can you read that for me, Snowman, please?
Detroit 313 sends a $5 super chat. He says Trump derangement syndrome, bomb salad, calories equals 1,200, sugar equals 20 a tablespoon. Bullshit. 4 milligrams, more bullshit. No milligrams with hot sauce and ranch, all on the side. He went down the entire back of the list.
That is spilling.
Not a spillings.
Speaking of which,
who in the Vita Blue Hail?
Actually, you need to get that button ready because she pretty much just told on herself right here.
Oh no! Am I pressing Chris Bass after this?
Yes.
All right, let her rip.
I might have to turn the sound down because this bitch is really annoying.
Oh no! If this is who I think it is, let her rip.
I know about men that tried to blame you for the STD transfer. But when you asked him when's the last time he got checked, he told you he knows his body.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Would you run that? How did the kids say it? Run that.
Damn, it's still too loud. Doesn't matter. Damn.
You crying over a man that tried to blame you for the STD transfer. But when you asked him when's the last time he got checked, he told you he knows his body.
What in the all types of blue hell?
AB.
Yeah.
I love you dearly, brother, but I'm old.
I'm getting old too. So
my ears hurt after that.
I tried to turn the sound down. It's that damn loud.
I know you did. And in response, in response to this,
oh, so now y'all
the BGS sound is in effect tonight, and y'all know very well.
Now that's some bullshit.
Understand what being the old man in the club look like, right? Oh, now you understand what you looking like at 55 dating somebody that's 25. So now you understand why the older mature women is where you. Oh, so now y'all understand what being the old man.
You know,
I will repeat my question.
You know, under normal circumstances, I would have a respect for an elderly lady that looks like this, but quite frankly, I'm 42 and don't give a fuck anymore. So as you can see, as I said in our chat, shut the fuck up.
I have a good sound for her. Oh boy, I shouldn't do this. I should know better than to do this.
Go ahead, tell the truth, shame the devil.
But as AB
Do
said, my petty bone is all the way out there tonight.
Yeah.
And the sound I'm hovering over is this.
Tell me, what is gay?
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's pretty fair. Just to give you a heads up, you're in my black female fuckery playlist, so.
Okay.
What's up with old ladies acting like, you know, you would have wanted me back in the day?
I'll answer the question.
Actually, I can answer. Let me answer it for us for Leon here. You know what it is? You know what I think? You know why I think all these old bitches are around complaining about men dating 25 and 19-year-olds?
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Because these were the bitches that were dating grown men when we were in high school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. The revenge is so sweet.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
These are the same bitches that were dating grown men in high school.
The revenge is so sweet, thinking they struck gold.
Yep.
Back then, I graduated high school in 1990. Okay, mid through the end of the 80s, all the women complained about and wanted was to date grown ass men. I've been told as such so many times over.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, we started snitching on the soldiers. We did. Got tired of them taking the chicks. We started snitching on them. No shame.
We got so sick of them. So taking them all. Let me read this super chat for you, AB. Meg the Stallion Oreo fart explodes.
Oh, he ain't shit for that. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta give this just due. He ain't shit.
Please do.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
This is the
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
one more just because of the caloric count of this fart explode slamage.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
The fart explode sandwich calories is 560,000. The fartazillion sugar equals 67 billion per teaspoon. Saturated fat 78 trillion megagrams. Protein 80 billion megagrams. I see no lies in this recipe. And frankly, with me dropping weight and getting back into better shape, it's a recipe I don't want.
Yeah. I was watching a video of Megan Thee perform one a few years back.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
What the hell is wrong with you?
She went down to do a squat, and for the longest time, and let's just say something kind of came out of her shorts.
Oh.
And for the longest time, I thought she was a transformer.
Oh man.
In the immortal words of the late great George Carlin, if y'all will allow me, I did not need to be told that. I'm still getting over this Oreo fart explode slamage.
But it should be noted that remember, it's the Democratic Party that try to shove that Oreo fart down your throat.
More ways than one.
It was that Democratic Party that that did Oreo fart perform on stage for one of Kamala Harris's campaign rallies.
Go! Keep going. I got you. Keep going.
It's the Democratic Party that's displaying this mental show that's called Jasmine Crockett running around now.
Go!
By the way, and that's not even the funny part. The funny part is they're in full-blown civil war now.
Oh yeah. It's power vacuum, and everybody wants the crown.
Oh yeah. This vice chair who I have no love for. He's a school shooter survivor, so I kind of have a little sympathy for him wanting gun control. But he's one of these loony shit libs. But to his credit, he wants to challenge older Democrat members who are just wasting space. People like sharecropper Jim Clyburn.
Not Clyburn, Clyburn.
Clyburn, he's from South Carolina, so yeah, it's Clyburn.
I should get my wife to say that name with her southern accent.
For some odd reason, Gavin Newsom's auntie just will not retire. She's running for office again.
Again?
Yes.
Why?
Nancy Pelosi is 150 years old, and she's running for office again.
She's only 150? The hell is wrong with that picture?
She's 80 something, but it feels like she's 150.
I was gonna say older, but
he wanted to challenge some of the older member, and the rest of the DNC pretty much told him, well, you got two choices. You sit your ass down, or you lose your position.
Ouch.
So the entire DNC is a clusterfuck.
A major clusterfuck.
So it is what it is, and no, I am not going to mention the butthurt blues, no matter whose. Let them deal with their own clusterfuck. Anyway, but yeah, you ain't shit for that, Detroit. Let's look at another one.
It fits.
Yes,
it fits, doesn't it?
If you're gonna deal with them, your best bet is to be mean. Be mean to them.
Time.
There are no
back
rewards
up.
for being
Back up. Back up. Back up. Replay this from the beginning.
Sure.
There are no rewards for being nice to men. Being nice to a man is not going to get you anywhere.
Freeze
So
it.
if you're going to deal with them,
Freeze it.
Yep.
Freeze it. So this.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me clarify something because I know these assholes are watching.
Time for a kiss break.
To all the butthurt blues who are going to cry about me talking about black women, yeah, I am talking about black women today. If you don't like it, you can always go kick rocks. But go ahead, Snowman.
I just got a timeout for a kiss break from someone I'm proud to show off.
Nothing wrong with that.
And she says hi to all you gents, but being nice doesn't pay off. So says this. Go back one real quick.
There are no rewards for being nice to men. Being nice to a man is not going to get you.
Then
so
explain this.
Your best.
Being nice has no benefit. Then explain this, will you please?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh.
Explain this.
Oh, being nice doesn't have any benefits, huh?
Being nice has no benefits, huh?
Hey, Snowman.
Talk to me.
The reason why my wife is right now laying in the bed and happy is because she was nice to me. The reason I see their mind, I see their brothers lose their mind overseas is because a woman treats them nicely and they don't even know how to act.
It's even deeper than that. They lose their minds overseas because the hoes are nicer to them than these heifers here.
True.
True. I mean, I see people in bad. I see some brothers that have to talk to them and say, you can't make a hoe a housewife, but the hoe treats them so good that they're ready to go for broke. And I'm like, wait, ho. Find yourself a good girl. You can't make a hoe a housewife. That's your biggest mistake. For a lot of guys here and over there, what your uncle told you is so true. You have to find, when you're looking for a wife, you can't use a hoe and turn it into a wife. You got to find a wife for a wife.
Yes.
And that is whom I found. And y'all know I love talking about this pretty lady right here that I have been married to for some 6 years. Been together 7 years. So being nice has no benefit, huh? You stupid idiot.
A white man today at the YMCA told me to get off of a machine because he so-called was using a machine when he
and what's the problem?
He wasn't. As I was approaching the machine was actually vacant. Okay, so he says I was using that machine. I said no, you weren't, because there was no one there. You were on another machine, right? So he tried to use.
So what's the problem?
Oh,
use intimidation tactics and trying to antagonize me to get off of the machine. And I stood my fucking ground and I looked directly at him and I said that I will not get off this machine because I pay for this membership as well as you do, and you don't own the fucking gym.
Neither do you.
You don't own this gym, so you.
And if she would have got knocked out by that guy, she would have been crying.
She would have been crying and complaining.
My wife has a man. My wife has a man. So if that situation happens, I talk to the man and we deal with it. And plus, if my wife's over there and they see her with me, they on ask her, does she want to use this machine? And they will let her use the machine.
Yeah,
exactly.
So she's with a man. And that's why the girls cannot go overseas and do what we can do, because they don't know how to act. They act so bad.
Can you say that last part again?
They don't.
Please.
Yeah, say that again.
They don't know how to act.
I need to give you.
They want to be all mean and aggressive, and they get a lot of trouble overseas because they don't know how to act. And there are places in this world that they need to be with a man. That is not safe for them to be without a man. And they want to know why they're having problems in Italy and some of these places. It's because of the way they act. When I go to Italy with my wife, or I go with a bunch of guys, we have no problem. But I see black sisters having problems because they don't know how to act, and plus they don't understand that there's a history in Italy with some of the sisters. There were some Africans about 20 years ago that went over to Italy, and those girls were girls in the street, and they were messing up a lot of things. So when they go over there now and think they could do, they cannot. They have a hard time. They look at them with their faces twisted already from the get go. But if they were with a man, if they were a black sister with a black man, they'd be treated a lot better. But they just don't understand.
Yep.
And I don't care if you're 3 or 4.
Just
let's finish this.
Throwing weights around, he looks as though he is agitated. So again, I'm finished with my reps on that machine. So I go to the other side of the gym and I started doing some lateral pull downs. Now this was supposed to be my leg day, but I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit, right? So I started doing lateral pull downs. So as I'm doing that, I'm skimming. I am scanning the gym and I see him talking to this girl. And I'm just looking around. I said, okay,
why is that your business?
Assuming that it's his girlfriend. Because again, I got one eye open with him because he was slamming stuff around and I don't know what he is capable of, right? So he says something to her and she walks over to me and says, hey, I was using that machine. So at this point, I'm pissed the fuck off. And I'm saying, okay. I said,
so what?
You know what?
Boring.
Okay. Why should we care? I thought y'all was independent. You didn't need no man's.
Play it.
I said, leave me the fuck alone.
Please,
I said, I know he
play
came
it.
over here to fuck with me because he did the same shit over there, but I'm gonna need for you to leave me the fuck alone and back the fuck away from me. I said, I am using this machine and you're not.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I forgot to add that
I'm independent.
She was on the other side of the gym. He was.
Go ahead, Snowman, and read that.
We
super chat for me.
we allow her 30 seconds to catch a breath.
Okay, I'm gonna take this super chat.
Go for it.
Plantation hot and spicy chips. Oh calories 34.8 million milligrams. I'm assuming it's milligrams. Trans fat 56 million milligrams. Sugar 45 as eaten zillion tablespoons. Bullshit 60 billion milligrams.
and the last one.
A bullshit.
Oh man, that's good.
Bullshit.
And he gets
60 billion.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
We're gonna have to start a recipe
Damn,
book.
Detroit, you didn't make a whole recipe book on that shit, man. Damn. And salute to the good brother Art Newstall in the building.
Art Newstall in the house.
I hope you got some.
Cabal is with us.
Yeah, shout out to the nurse, Buki. I'm sorry,
Abuki Cabal.
Abuki Cabal. Sorry, Rodney, but I'm butchering your name. Sorry about that. Yeah, salute to the good brother Art Newstall in the building. I hope you got some rest last night, brother. He was tired last night, but after his stream. But yeah,
look. This is how tired Jody and I were yesterday. Both of us crashed at 5:30.
Ooh.
I was going to cover the second night of the draft. Then my body said to me,
A bullshit. Bullshit. A bullshit.
Yeah, I noticed after 30, your body will tell you a bullshit. You ain't doing that bullshit.
Man.
But let's talk about the draft. I wanted to get to the draft because the Shador Sanders situation. Now, I don't have a problem with him going to the 5th round. There are plenty of great players that went in the 5th and 4th round. I don't have a problem with that, but we actually have black people going around saying the fact that Shador Sanders didn't get taken in the 1st round was, wait for it, racist.
I have a better word. Matter of fact, I can attach a name with the next word I'm going to use.
I can't too. Go ahead.
Collusion. Yes, there were some black people yelling at me saying that it was collusion that Shador Sanders didn't get taken in the first round.
Oh.
I sat on this very program when people asked me about Shador Sanders,
Mm-hmm.
trying to challenge me, saying he was first round material, and I simply said,
hell no,
that he was third round at best. I broke his game down fundamentally.
Mm-hmm.
And we know some black people don't like fundamentals, but I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me.
Yeah.
I broke his game down.
Snowman.
Talk to me.
Why don't they just, some of these black people think it's racism, they select them in the first round. They get the team and they can select them in the first round. I mean, it's called a job. You get selected where they want to select you. I mean, he got selected. If he does what he's supposed to do, he'll be okay. If he doesn't,
not only that. Hold on, wait a minute. Not only that.
It's called. Go ahead, AB.
Not only that. Here's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
All these people running their mouth about Shador Sanders do not watch the college game and do not watch the NFL football league. There is a stark difference between the level of an NFL player and a college player.
Very much so.
And believe it or not, I do have an example. Everybody knows back in the day at Texas University, shout out to AL, Vince Young was a beast.
He was.
He was an absolute beast at Texas. Shout out to Vince Young. But when he got to the NFL, how long did he last in the NFL? Like 3 or 4 years?
6.
6? Okay.
He played 6 years, and
cheers.
It was his head coach that was studying his growth, not him. He had the game for the league.
He did. He did. He just ran into the wrong coach.
Yeah.
And that coach was Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher did not want him.
But yeah.
So what was the white quarterback from Florida that they turned to a tight end?
Tebow.
Yeah, Tebow. I mean, he came in, he had a good year, and then they were like, "Oh, we can't keep this going." At the end, they wanted to make him a tight end.
Let me respond to name not dot. He said, I don't know about racism may be a factor, but it's definitely collusion. Dylan Gabriel and Jalen Milroe got picked before him, and he's definitely better than them. Wrong answer. Shador Sanders fundamentally is not put together. Does he have an arm? Yes. Can he move outside the pocket? Absolutely. Part of the problem is that Deion Sanders didn't equip him with something very important. It's called an offensive line. But I called 10 games with Colorado this past year and another 5 the year before. I called both years of Shador being at Colorado. And so many times I see 2 fatal flaws with Shador Sanders. He holds on to the ball too long and he locks in on his first read. I originally said one of his flaws was his footwork. That's not a flaw of his. His fatal flaws are holding on to the ball too long and locking on to one receiver before he gets rid of the ball and not living to fight another down. That's why. Those are 2 reasons why.
And the supporters, his supporters don't need. There's plenty of people that would quarterbacks that were drafted in the first round that don't make it, that are gone before, and there's a lot of guys that are drafted in the later rounds that make it.
I'm so glad.
So he just got to do what he got to do. That's all he got to do. He got to get there.
That's it. He has
to do what he got to do. He got to get a little humble himself, and perform.
I'm so glad you said that, though, brother. Snowman, you probably know the name because I don't know the dude's name. That's how long it's been. And that who got drafted? Who got drafted over Peyton Manning?
Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf out of Washington State.
And when I first heard that name, I said, "Who?" I said, "Who?" And because all I knew was Peyton Manning.
Yeah, The whole draft knew about Peyton Manning, and Ryan Leaf somehow got selected before him.
Oh, well. Shout out to the coach for picking that up.
But then it also depended on the organization, because there was no way that San Diego at the time, the San Diego Chargers, would know how to use a talent like Peyton Manning.
True. Very true.
I mean, right now we have Patrick Mahomes and we have Jackson for the Ravens. They were drafted later in the draft. So
Wrong. Patrick Mahomes was a first rounder.
What about Jackson?
Same.
Oh, okay.
Also first rounders.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me confirm it first. While we're talking sports, got a final in Game 3. Warriors 104 and the Rockets 93. The Warriors now lead that series 2-1.
Okay. Interesting.
And the Warriors won this game without Jimmy Butler, who was out with an injury.
And I'm curious to know, man, what did the Rockets do to improve their season? Good Lord, because they sucked last year.
Ime Udoka. Udoka. I'll tell you 2 reasons why the Rockets improved. Ime Udoka, and they got younger, but they got outworked tonight after holding as much as a 13-point lead in the first half. They made one fatal mistake. They allowed Golden State to crawl back to within 3 before halftime.
Yeah, it's a big mistake.
You don't allow a team with that kind of firepower a chance to get back in the game. And it was in San Francisco. It was on It was on the Warriors' home floor.
And Snowman, what about Tom Brady? What was he? He was in the 6th round, right?
Sixth round pick, number 199.
Okay. So that's a lot of people got to realize is that he got to do what he needs to do. He'll be all right. If he don't,
he'll be fine.
If he earns his spot on the Cleveland Browns, he's fine. I got a real good example of 2 quarterbacks taking the same year who weren't in the first round, and they wound up doing great. Phil Simms out of Morehead State and Joe Montana out of Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Montana was a 3rd rounder. Bill Walsh plugged him, coached him. You know the rest. Same with Tom Brady. Bill Belichick plugged him, coached him. The rest is history.
Yes, sir.
So great quarterbacks do not always come in the first round. There are exceptions to the rule. Absolutely. There are exceptions to the rule. We're seeing 2 of them with Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
And another update for the playoffs. Memphis is out.
Memphis is done. Memphis lost 117 to 115. They get swept.
Yep. So Memphis is done.
So Memphis is run in the
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs.
Snowman, where did Deion's other son go?
Once again,
I said, where did Deion's other son go? The one who played defensive back.
Undrafted free agent.
Okay.
And the same thing, if he goes to camp and makes it, he'll make it. If he doesn't, he won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not. Don't get it twisted. We're not trying to hate on Shador Sanders, but
not at all.
We're just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you how the reality of the situation. Yeah, I got no hate for the brother. He did do some good stuff over the last season. So,
Shiloh went to the Buccaneers, undrafted free agent. But some of the best players in history were undrafted free agents.
Yes.
Some of the best players in history were undrafted free agents.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand there's a difference between college football and the pros.
It depends on the player and how quickly they can adapt to the pro game.
Yes.
And sometimes it's better for you to be able to draft it later that you can sit down and watch and get to speed of the game. And before you have to come out there, sometimes when you're a first rounder, there's a lot of pressure on you to get out there and play, and you are not ready.
Right.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you a couple of examples.
Wait a minute. Don't talk about Darko Milicic like that. Let me shut up.
Say it again.
Don't talk about Darko Milicic like that.
Poor Detroit. They haven't recovered since.
Larry Brown is never going to live that one.
Larry Brown could never get him coached well. I can tell you some guys that were undrafted free agents that went on to be Hall of Famers, such as Dick Night Train Lane, Willie Wood, Willie Brown, Super Bowl MVP.
We had to play golf, bro.
Raiders. Emmett Thomas from the Chiefs, Larry Little, Chargers and Dolphins, offensive lineman, Cliff Harris from the Cowboys. Here's an undrafted free agent that's a Hall of Famer. And AL, you know this name very well, Drew Pearson.
And I think wasn't Shannon Sharp the last man drafted in his year?
Yes.
Because they were showing him and some other guys that are playing. The quarterback for the 49ers were the last men drafted. They call him this.
That would be Brock Purdy, current quarterback.
Yeah.
I'll give you the name of a Hall of Fame quarterback who went undrafted, played in another league, and still wound up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Last name Moon. Warren Moon.
I got an autographed football from him.
Yeah.
Sam Mills, former linebacker, played with the Saints and then Carolina. John Randall with the Vikings. Here's another quarterback, Kurt Warner. Came out of nowhere and led the greatest team on turf to their Super Bowl, their lone Super Bowl in St. Louis, their lone Super Bowl win.
Yeah, let's go back to some fuckery for a minute. Now,
Yes,
this
please.
next one,
Oh no!
how can I say this?
Honestly,
Honestly, you know, you think you know where I'm going, you don't. Not even Zaddy is safe from these heifers. Let me say that again in case you didn't hear me.
I knew you
Not
were going.
even Zaddy is safe from black female fuckery.
Wait a minute. This was supposed to be our house.
Get your daughter and get out of my house.
Wait a minute. This was supposed to be our house. I bought this house.
That's what's on paper.
What do you mean what's on paper?
Yeah, you may have gave me the money to buy the house, but this house is in my name.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that my name is not on the house that I bought?
Your name wasn't even on it to begin with. Okay, so I put everything in my name. While you were so busy working, you didn't even have the time to look at anything. And I knew that this day would come, and I knew the extra security.
So hold on. While I was taking care of you, you were preparing for my downfall?
No, I wish you didn't have a downfall. That way I won't have to go out and try to find someone else to pick up where you left off.
The fact that you would sit here and talk to me like this is unbelievable.
And I wish that things were going great, so we won't even have to have this conversation. But since we're here, right?
Wait, we're still married. You're still my wife.
Yeah, I've been seeing someone for a few months now.
Oh my
and
God.
I think he's perfect for me.
Like I said, not even Zaddy is safe. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit my Cash App. I ain't got any Cash App yet. Support the show. Hit the super chat.
There has to be a skit. I don't believe that shit because in real life, that white man, if she would have pulled that stunt, that white man would have up and killed her. Period, point blank, and been happy about it and done his time gladly. Don't think he would have. This is a skit. This is not real.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I can't believe this. Are you kidding me?
Well, you better believe it. Cart, you're broke. You're washed up. You're done.
Oh yeah, she was.
It's just that simple.
I trusted you with my life savings. I give you everything. I can't believe you're doing this to me. You're a terrible human being.
I've heard it before, and it doesn't change who I am. And I'll always be on top. So, like I said,
but you know what, AL, I do hear what you're saying, but I unfortunately I do think some of these heifers are really that stupid.
They are that stupid. I agree with you. I concur. But this is a skit, bro. If you can't see through that, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's stupid, and you're probably right. They probably the chicks that come up missing. Let me shut up.
I need you to get your stuff and get out of my house.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. I tell you, actually, AL, I'll give you another reason this wouldn't happen. I'll give you two words. Stacey Dash.
Oh.
AC Dash tried to call the
Well, the
police
same
on
thing.
tried to call the police on her I guess boyfriend or husband or whatever, and he's the one that got taken away.
Yep.
Yeah, that what happens usually. If she calls the police and she tries to kick him out, and usually the most of the white guys are protecting themselves. There are a few that fall in love completely, but that's a few, and let that situation
Far
go.
between.
Usually the situation is she's gonna kick. She might have that. She might say all that stuff, but in the long run, she's the one that get kicked out.
Yeah.
When she goes to court and they show up, unless she's blindfolded, at least unless the judge is blindfolded, we know what happens.
In the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Kevin
You're fine.
is not the father.
And I told you that, bro. Why you trying to put your uncle up and everything? Now hold on for your research, player.
Yeah, let's just watch this one more time for the fun of it.
In the case of 7-week-old Paradise, sir, you are not the father.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay.
And in the case of 7-week-old Paradise, Damien, you are not the father.
She down. She out for the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. I'm sorry. That's an insult to Frazier. My apology. Rest in power to that brother. Down goes Broomkeisha. Down goes Broomkeisha. Anyway.
And AB, when you go to Asia,
When I go to Asia?
I said when you go to Asia, there are foreign and natives walking around with 20-year-old age gap, 30-year-old age gaps, and nobody blinks an eye. There are 55, 45-year-old guys walking around with 20-year-old girls, 25-year-old girls. It's just normal over there. In Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, that is not even, it's only here in the West.
Full disclosure. My father was born in 1932. My mother was born in 1949. That is a 17-year age difference. So this was never an issue for me to begin with.
So when these women are talking about, when they're talking about the this age gap and stuff like that's something that is new. And,
Yes, very new.
it's very new.
Especially these bitches talking about dating a 25-year-old, like being a pedo, like you, like it's like, sweetheart, like I'm not having this conversation with another grown man. What you think I'm gonna have this conversation with you?
Exactly.
They pushing they luck. I could understand if it was some 16-year-old or something, but
right,
a 25-year-old, really? You have lost your damn mind.
AB, with all due respect, and to everybody on the panel and people listening, we're men. We're never supposed to argue with rib cages. Why are we doing it? I don't do it. I'm just on the whole no. I don't argue with rib cages, and I don't even allow them to even utter words of stupidity towards me. If I deem it idiotic, I just ignore them. I'll do a bad face, one or the other. But I don't argue with rib cages. Not gonna happen.
You know what they're
Very
waiting
good,
for?
very good, man, very good.
You know what they're waiting for? And I hate playing this sound, but I got to get a laugh out of AB. You know what? You know what these women are waiting for?
What are they waiting for?
You can.
Oh gosh.
I couldn't help it. Now, what the heck is this?
Another clusterfuck, but let's look at it.
Oh God.
Some of you niggas some of you black men, y'all really be the weakest links when it comes to the black community.
We were.
And I mean that, like with my whole chest. Just like with the whole Shannon Sharp situation. Why the fuck are you engaging in fucking race play?
Time out, Golden State.
Yep.
First of all, do you even have a chest, you stupid bitch?
Probably not.
Second of all, wait, I don't have a second of all. I got to hear the rest of it. Play on.
Play with a teenager. And then even then, what was it? Donald Glover had that joke in one of his stand-ups back in the Gap. I almost couldn't come back from that, right? I fuck with his music, but there was some wild shit to say. You will never find a black woman of means, and like I can't say that they don't engage in race life, but what I do know is that they're not embarrassing themselves on public forums.
Bullshit.
The only one.
What? They're not embarrassing themselves.
Give me this button.
Now
that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
You're doing it now. Also, it should be. Don't you know what I find funny?
What's that?
They got all this smoke for Club Shay Shay. But they ain't said a damn thing to Leo DiCaprio yet. How many 18-year-olds has that dude went through?
Too many to count.
About 5 or 6.
At least.
As I said, too many to count.
But they're not going to say nothing about it. They're not going to say nothing about it because Leo DiCaprio is not black.
Exactly.
He can do it all day,
with the whole
every day.
Ted Danson situation. That was mad fucking embarrassing, right? We'll take that L. However, though, that's one in the past.
Stop. She just contradicted herself. You stupid. You know what? With that contradiction, you get a
Tiger uppercut.
And a
What is that? What the fuck is that?
And
also, what was the first thing she said? These niggers. What the hell are you talking about, woman? Why are you talking about me or my brothers like that? And you supposed to be my sister. What are you talking about? How can you use that disrespect on me? And then think you want me to come and love you? I can't kiss you with that dirty mouth.
TR, you just said the key phrase in that sentence. Supposed to be.
Yep.
As long as this cat is being dug in, expect the same for that wallet.
Well, that cat ain't gonna be dug in. That's for damn sure. Exactly.
Open up, nigga. As long as this cat, expect the same for that wallet. Open up, nigga.
You see that word? That word.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you really mean, baby.
Yeah, I ain't opened up shit. I ain't opened up my pants. Like hell, I'm not even gonna open up my mouth.
The Swami is not gonna touch that and don't have to.
Oh man.
Because my response to that would be so simple.
But AB, did you see Tyra Banks?
Do you want to see Tyra Banks?
No, yeah, you do, because she showed her boyfriend on NBC on the Today Show with that girl, one of the Bush's daughters.
Okay.
This guy is he's just a soft little man, shorter than her. No kind of, she went from all these, it's just one of them tragedies that you had all the people you had opportunity to get anybody you wanted to get to. And you ended up with this because you don't have any choices. And she disrespected him on live TV in front of everybody. Treated him like a little kid.
How do you?
I'm sorry, Tonal. I didn't let you finish. Now I can play this.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Attitude. Has a bad attitude.
Big
Shout
time.
out to Detroit 313 for this next segment because
no.
we definitely know, man.
Acting challenge. Do at me. You're the gray line. Are you nearly ready? No, master.
Can you do the massa dance?
The petty bone is real.
On n'est pas pressé ici. C'est du détente donc on attend.
A cada prato.
Üç, iki, bir, başla.
Anyway, well.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that.
Nah, we don't want to see that.
Use a troll. Troll. Use a troll. Troll. Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
My unpopular opinion is black men actually don't have it that hard, and they actually have all the tools set out for them. They're just
Now that's
making
some
life harder for them.
bullshit.
Because if you had a hard life, you have more grit to you, and because you have more.
Bitch, I beat cancer and blood clots and 2 toe amputations and kidney failure. What have you done? Or to borrow the great words of Dr. Charles Faulkner, what consequence are you to me? After all of the bullshit that's happened to me since 2007.
Let's see. I'm working with one eye, legally blind,
Mm-hmm.
on dialysis, and I'm still doing this 4-hour streams. So,
AB, my father
Gonna
told
rub you
me
next.
if you're a black man, you only have 2 or 3 times to make a little mistake.
Exactly.
If you're a white person or a white man, you have 100 times to make a mistake. So when any black woman says something about a black, we have it the hardest. And
okay.
More grit to you, you can get more respect because you've been through shit, right? And this is not
Stop.
only on black men, but this is a part of the community.
Stop.
Yep.
More grit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you stupid bitch. I'm supposed to be in a goddamn box. Because Duke University Cancer Center gave me no chance of survival. And yet it wasn't one of you that rode to my rescue. Deal with that. And by the way, I close this with a question.
Tell me, what is gay?
More than likely.
More grit, she says. Bitch, I got more grit in me than you have in
Black
2
people have this
lifetimes.
really hung up idea that if you don't have any grit to you, you don't earn any respect. And I think what people are mistaking for grit is trauma, and they're trying to traumatize you into respecting them. This goes back to enslaved times, and that's a video for a whole other
But
day.
trauma is a
You
real
don't need to
thing.
beat a
dummy.
person into submission for them to respect you. Circle back, black men have a really hard time understanding that because the boys at school that got the most respect was niggas that was gonna punch you in your face if they said if you said good morning to them. The
Wrong.
niggas that were popping.
Wrong. The ones who got the most respect were the ones that actually had fucking manners. Oh, change my sentence. Still have manners.
brothers, I'm a big black man. If I get too aggressive anywhere with anything, I will get shot just for being a big black man. And when they say, why'd you shoot him? He's a big black man. That's why we shot him. I don't have to have a gun or nothing.
Tunnel runner, I'm there with you. At 6'5" and 275 pounds, I get it. One look at
So you have to. Yeah, I was taught to be cool. I gotta be cool.
We are living in. And why I say that is I have never ever in my life seen so many women, beautiful women, single on this app. Every time I'm scrolling.
Yep. There's a reason for that.
They say they would rather be single than to be with a man.
Yep.
Why?
Have you no manners, miss, and
happened to
not
our
chew
men?
gum while you're on the air?
Yeah,
Or
well,
chew anything? Well, I can't say never chew anything. Hell, I've gotten caught
Men, what's
eating
going
something
on
on
with
the air.
y'all? Because there is no way, it is this many beautiful women that got everything going for them
Bullshit.
that don't even ask for much,
Bullshit.
that are single and they would rather be single.
Now that's
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, they'd rather be single because they know ain't nobody gonna put up with they bullshit.
I mean, if they're so beautiful and they're so good, there would be people lined up for them. White, black, Chinese. There's some men out here. There's enough men, especially American women. There's only how many? 19 million of them, and
Once again,
billions of men.
Once again, y'all look at the avatar that I have. That should take a look at the avatar that I have here. Besides me, who's highlighted?
Lovely wife.
Yep. As you said a few weeks ago, AB, that's my wife.
By the way, I got 45 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit my Cash App, support the show. Hit the super chat, support the show.
Are you not entertained? And please support the show, gentlemen. Support your interests. But that avatar contains someone very special to me. My better half.
Now for some political news. Apparently, the Democrats have fucked around and found out not one, but two Democratic elected judges have been arrested for harboring illegal migrants.
Don't.
And hold your head on hold your finger on that button because one of them was arrested for hiding 3 illegal migrant gang members in his house.
Don't.
Let me say that again in case you for the Negroes in the
Please do.
Hear that in the back. A judge got arrested for hiding 3, I don't know if they were MS-13 or whatever, gang members in his house.
And that should carry double the time. Period. Point blank. They're gang members.
AB, you know about that the guy that they sent to El Salvador, and they're like, oh, he shouldn't have been sent there.
The MS-13 gang member.
Yeah, him, the one that they said, oh, he's married to some girl here, and he wasn't supposed to be picked up or whatever, and he's down there, and the judge has a court order, and they're like, and Trump is saying, well, then you go down there and go get him. If that judge is so strong, you go take your group of people, go to El Salvador and get them. If you think your paper is so strong, but I took him down there. American government took him down here. The soldiers, they put him in that facility. If they want to go get him, go get him. And he's so strong and so powerful. He's going to tell people, turn the airplane around, because I'm the judge. Well, you are the judge and you have your little power, but you don't have an army. You don't have an air force. You don't have an air force to pull him back around. So you're going to have to take that piece of paper to El Salvador and see what you can do with it.
You don't have to get fighters to turn him back around. By the way,
elections have consequences, right?
Yeah. And to any butthurt blue Democrat who's offended by what I'm saying, my message to you is actually very simple. Warning: if you vote blue, no matter what, nobody is going to kiss the Democrat Party's ass for you. If you don't like it, well, you can always go kick rocks. Have I made myself clear?
Very,
AB, if they're so concerned, they need to re-elect a Democrat, and then they can have some forces to go down there and bring them back up. But until then, it's just consequences of the vote.
Yep.
I mean, it might be a mistake, but it is what it is. They're going to have to hold on hold that out.
Would you prefer an incompetent AKA running the country seriously?
Think
Well,
break.
It is what it is.
Oh boy.
And the answer?
Trust and believe they'll find a way to they'll try to find a way to justify it. Hell, they were trying to justify the minstrel show the other day.
They were trying to justify Kamala Harris, for God's sakes.
Yeah, and if you don't know what I mean by the minstrel show, well, let me show you what I mean by the minstrel show.
Oh no! Oh no!
Where is it? Here it is.
Get yourself ready for a minstrel show.
Fuck you, AB, for that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. And of course, I'm laughing while I'm saying this.
Yeah. They got love for Jasmine Crockett. So what does that tell you? I have no sympathy for that minstrel show.
Lowered expectation.
And if you don't, and yes, I would say that to her face. She's in my age bracket. She's in my age bracket, and quite frankly, she's not the only preacher's daughter I know. So yeah, I do have the balls.
Me neither.
To her face.
I did it.
And AB, they focusing on one guy. That one guy that's supposed to be incorrectly locked up, but it's one guy, and that's the situation that happened. And you have to follow the law. If he has to apply for it, his citizenship, he has to apply for a green card and do it right. If he didn't do it right, just because you get married is just one part. It's just one part. I told my wife, if they come get her, go back. I got the paperwork. We'll get you back. Don't worry. There's no fighting. Just go and follow the law.
What's killing me is everybody running around talking about due process. This dude has been in court at least 20 times, but these Negroes want to talk to me about due process. He's been in front of a court 20 times. Some of them for deportation.
Don't.
By the way, here's what else nobody's talking about. Even if they bring him back, by law, they have to deport him again. It's just going to be to another country.
Because there are soldiers that didn't do the right, that served 20 years, but didn't apply for citizenship correctly, and they got turned around. So you have to do it right. And if he didn't do it right, or something stopped him because of his other court cases, that's the way he's following. I mean, he's just following the law. And if he, like I said, maybe he could bring him, if they're saying this was incorrect to send him to El Salvador and they just send him to Venezuela, okay, well, then that could be done. But like I say, they're going to have to wait on the process.
Yes.
There's nothing to get crazy about. It's just, that's one guy, that's one problem. And, everything is not going to be perfect. That's not the way it works.
Yeah, that's not the way it works. But then again, these are the same people talking. You got to keep in mind, these people are crying about tariffs, but half of them didn't even know what a tariff was until Donald Trump got in office.
Stop the cap.
It is what it is, man.
Stop the cap.
What in the all types of blue hell?
once again, fuck you.
Well, you know, I'd have had to find a reason to use the bang
I
yang.
know.
The
I
bang
know. That's why
yang.
I sent you this. That's why I sent you the sound.
Not the bang yang. The bang
Yang
yang.
yang.
Not the bang yang.
And unfortunately, the bang yang and the song has made a return. Good God.
What, it made a return? Why?
I don't know.
But it's fun. It's funny as hell though. But
I don't fucking know.
the Symbian is still on. Unfortunately, the Symbian did get back on YouTube for one reason or another. But and she still hates black men, but no one gives a shit anyway. It's not our fault.
But you know something about her? She's not doing as well as she was before.
Of course
the
not.
band.
Yeah,
Been,
because the guys are finding us.
Yeah, and
reason.
I think there's other women has took her role, took her position, and she's just not. She's old news.
Yeah, the old news is getting shipped out slowly.
Well, why would you want to watch somebody who flew across the country to sleep with a deadbeat dad? Oops, did I say that out loud?
Why would you want to watch
that was your inside voice?
Who barked for 2 entire years about not sleeping with a deadbeat dad, and yet 1 week after she uttered that phrase and preached about a week and a half after she uttered that phrase for 2 months, what does she do?
Got pregnant by a deadbeat dad. Oops.
Yep.
Gentlemen, he had the swag.
Come here.
Have you seen that?
A tunnel runner. This is for you.
Now that's some bullshit.
That nigga didn't have no swag, man. Come on, I saw that nigga. He ain't have no swag.
I think we all did.
That nigga did not have no swag.
Wait. He had swag. Paul,
Are you kidding me?
Right time, right place.
I wish I could find that skit somebody did on those two, man. That was hilarious.
Oh God.
Somebody did a cartoon skit on her and her baby daddy, man. That shit was hilarious. But yeah.
Are you kidding me? He did what?
But yeah, it's 2025 and we don't have time for the bullshit anymore.
We got no time for the
bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Leave these heifers.
Gentlemen, the women talk about we having it, they're having it hard. But we as black men with black mothers, our education. Go ahead.
Oh, they haven't had it hard yet. You know what's happening in a couple of weeks, don't you?
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay back those student loans.
Uppercut. Yeah, look, now let me say this for the record. For those of you who spent money on your education or in your fields and making your money, I'm not talking to you, and you have a few student loans who've been paying your student loans off properly. I'm not talking to you. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these, I'm willing to bet a lot of these heifers talking about we the most educated. They think we don't know that they own the most student loans too. All I got to say to you heifers is May 5th are coming.
But AB, they were supposed to find some men like you to marry them and pay that student loan off. That was the plan.
I ain't paying shit.
Bullshit.
I ain't paying shit.
AI needs to, take these women on and pay that $200,000 in student loans and get them, get them out of that situation. That was the situation 20 years ago. They got a guy, they married him, started to pay off the loans, had a kid, and then 5 years later, they were gone. But they had their student loan paid off, or a little bit of it, and and they had some child support coming in. But now the guys are getting a lot smarter. You with other guys are helping these younger men get smart about the situation.
I have one sound for May 5th.
I really don't. I don't want to. Dig on people. Celebrate people's misfortune, but turnabout's fair play. Y'all been talking an awful lot of shit
for 20 years, and now they're going to be saying,
I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
and they're going to couple it with,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
But see, some of these other people, these white Asian, their husbands paid for their student loans, or helping them pay for their student loans. And even to tell the truth, some black women who are still married to their husbands are helping them pay for the student loans. But these single women, they're living the single life, and that means you got to pay to play.
and they don't want to. It's like they get eliminated from the
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Before they get there. They ran around for years. Saying,
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
And then May 5th are coming, and they're going to be screaming,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yeah, some of their classmates, when they were in school, they were getting their degree and getting their wedding ring at the same time. But these sisters, they didn't think it out. They didn't follow the other people doing what they were doing. So that's not all they had to do was open their eyes and say, why is this girl getting married and graduating? Why all these girls got wedding rings on and stuff like? And some of them were marrying guys, firemen, policemen. That's normal. Even though they might have been a doctor or something, they were still marrying guys that were maybe not at their education level, but he had a good, strong paying job, and that would help with some of these loans.
Well,
but they ain't thinking like that. They thinking they're independent. What you said? Independent, strong. I don't need a man.
Button again, AB?
I'm independent. I don't need no man's. Allegedly.
Ouch. I got hit in the wallet.
We're gonna see how strong they are now. How independent, because they're gonna become, because people are getting hey big head phone calls, and they will be getting more and more.
Hey big head.
Speaking of which, how many have you gotten this week, Charles? We got the Sergeant Faulkner in the building. The Faulkner tax is now in effect.
Yes.
I got some, but I'm
streaming this for you on my shit so you can get more viewership on this shit. And let me hit, how many do I got? Hoes or problems?
Oh. Got a local horror monger in the building.
Oh gosh.
Man, I'll be throwing them away more than I get them now. Shit. Like, damn, you bitches are dumb. Like, god damn, you're dumber than a box of Legos. God damn it.
Come on, Charles.
The box of Legos, he actually connect.
Yeah. At this point, that's an insult to the box of Legos. Come on,
It's like I'm on this one page. Chicks talking about, what about a guy dick size? If we could see y'all shit like we could see breasts. I mean, we could see breasts. We don't want sagging baggins either.
Exactly.
So
hold on, wait a minute though. Ironically, because some of the chicks on TikTok talk about if your thing is this little, you don't need to be talking to me. Them white boys been clapping back. They're like, well, if your thing is like the great Grand Canyon, you don't need to be talking shit either.
I mean, if I could open your shit up like a refrigerator door, don't be talking to me.
If I could open your shit up like the front door, don't talk to me.
If I could find lost niggas we didn't see for 2 years and your cooch found, don't talk.
Don't
2
talk.
years, more like 3 or 4 years.
If I could open that thing like I opened one of the doors to my wife's truck, don't talk to me.
It's like I had to tell one chick. She tried to say, well, you wanted this pussy. I said, you got 3 kids with 3 different men. Everybody had it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, a few more, 5 more, you could say 8 is enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God
they don't know how they play themselves because they were designed to be a virgin and meet their husband, and he would be big enough for them. if they did it right, they wouldn't even know
Well,
what other guys.
it's not even about the men. It's like when you take a telephone pole sized dildo and stuff it up your shit. What do you think is gonna be big enough? That's why these bitches be fucking like hydrants and shit. Like they just fucking weird. Like, oh,
Without
nothing's
room,
big enough. Well,
without room to spare.
And there's a lot of women walking around desensitized because they're using all these devices, and it's just they jacking
Desensitized to
themselves
be
up.
most
desensitized to
women.
be
Okay, let
moist.
me say. Okay, let me go black pill for you for a
Please
second.
do.
Most women have never found those super large dicks you see on porno. Most women are good with 5s and 6s. Okay.
Yeah, they're lying.
So first and foremost,
The honest ones will tell you they don't want it too big anyway.
but most of them can't take dick. Okay. Here's the fucked up part. Some of their shit is so trash. They want to give you anal. And let's be serious, right?
Freely.
It's the sad part is they talk all this shit, all this nasty shit to you, and they surfboarding.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't really what you really. It ain't really what you think it is, and then you like, you hear them squeal and whine. Oh, can you stop it? Just enough. Okay, get the fuck out of here. I mean,
shout out to Raven Knight in the building.
yep.
Shout out to
All
Bay in the
right.
building.
I'm going to scram because I got a lot of write-ups to do tomorrow, and I got a 4-hour show to get ready for on Monday because we're going to talk nothing but draft.
We're not talking about
Have
baby.
a good night, brother.
And we're
God
not
bless.
talking about baby. And we're not talking about baby's clothing detergent.
Hell no.
Is that back window open? It's smoky to the motherfucker here. God damn.
Definitely not talking about that.
Now I have to give y'all fair warning. We're about to simp alert, simp. Simp.
Give me the first one.
All right. 1 second here.
I gotta catch the simp alert.
This
I
one's
gotta
a
catch at least one.
Corey Holcomb, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb got a problem with what Tracy Ellis Ross said. Tracy Ellis Ross said, too many men in our age group, in our 50s, we too toxic in our masculinity. And
we just don't want to put up with her bullshit. I'm younger than Tracy Ellis Ross, and I don't want to put up with her bullshit either. Not even for the pussy.
Got a problem. Corey went on a whole ass rant.
You damn right.
No man wanted her when she was viable, is what he said. See, Corey's been in the game.
Pause.
Yep.
Why do I have a sudden urge to milk this nigga that white beater?
Shut up, stop, Charles. Damn.
The nigga look like he's lactating.
Oh my gosh.
30 years.
If you had a clearer shot, he might have been.
92, 93, 94. 30 years you've been in the game, partner. You've been around Vivica. You've been around Tracy. You've been around Nia. You've been around Gabrielle.
And?
Oh, hell no!
You've been around Kenya Moore. You've been around all of these.
Notice what he said. All of these bitches are horrible women.
Yeah, exactly. None of those bitches are worth marrying. None of them.
And even Gabrielle Union, she had to marry the ultimate simp. And I keep telling you, most professional sports stars are the biggest simps you'll ever see.
You talking about Gabrielle Union's husband?
Dwayne Wade.
No, Snowman. What's BGS's second sound effect?
Oh, I believe you are looking for this.
Tell me, what is gay?
He's not gay. One of the, for that one, I don't even call him gay. I said that's one of them cuddly niggas. One of them cuddly niggas. That's what they are, the little cuddly.
Good night. I'm
Well, that's what they are. Little cuddly niggas.
These women, you've been.
I will see y'all later. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Around Taraji Henson. You've been around them women. You
Yeah, none of them are worth marrying. Not even Taraji, and she was fine back in the day.
Running them same circles. You was in the game while they were at their height when you was at your height. Nigga, what you pissed off at is they didn't want your ass.
Is that why he's married and has a wife? Anyway.
That's what you pissed off at. Corey, what you pissed off at? You and a lot of other niggas, what y'all pissed off at is the women you want don't want you.
We are. I didn't know that.
You was in the game when those women was at their height. You was in the game when they were the go-to women for these movies that you was trying to get into that you wasn't allowed into. See, the issue with you and niggas like you, y'all put it on women that they're not viable partners. Nobody.
They're not.
But AB, no one. They were around white guys, Latinos, Asians. No one married them. No one married them. So they just, the proof is right there. When these guys can marry other women outside of the community, in the community, and keep it going, but the top women can't, that shows you right there. That's the proof. If they're so fine, if they're so good, there would be lines of guys of all colors, shapes, sizes waiting for them, wanting to marry them, but they're not worth marrying.
Fox just got a BBL. Who want to marry that?
With that attitude, it doesn't care how she looks. If she got her whole body redone from head and look like a 25-year-old, her attitude stinks.
Yes.
And nobody wants to deal with that. Like I say, if she looks better, she might get hit on, but that's about it. But not for marriage.
Yeah, to your point though, her attitude stinks so bad she can't get a young nigga. At least Tracy Ellis Ross can date a young nigga. She can't get a young nigga. Young nigga don't want to put up with Vivica Fox.
Anyway. No way.
They're past their prime. If Tracy Ellis Ross pulled up on your funny looking ass right now, you would go with her.
No, I wouldn't.
The problem is 30 years.
No, I wouldn't. You could look at Tracy Ellis Ross tell you she a hoe-headed.
They haven't chosen you, Corey. 30 years. 30 years, bro. You've been in the game 30 years with these women, and none of them has chosen.
But he still has a wife and kids, so what's your point?
That's what you got a problem with. The Erica Alexanders of the world didn't want you, partner. That's what you pissed off at. Now you want to.
Is that what Corey Holcomb is pissed off at, or is that what you pissed off at? Oh, you think we couldn't see that, old simp?
Us to believe that Tracy Ellis Ross, who is literally black royalty.
Huh?
I mean, Holcomb told the whole story about her. She was running around with Akon's brother, and they left her where they found her. And Holcomb said he would hit it, but that's about it. Ain't nobody trying to marry her. Not that she can't, I don't want to get married. I'm enjoying my single life. She cannot find someone to marry her.
Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Let's finish out this video, or this Simpson Willoquy as we're looking at.
Is somehow undesirable. Have you looked in a mirror, partner? You've been a shitty
nigga. Have you looked in the mirror? They wouldn't want your ass either, especially now.
Father, a shitty husband, and you're even a worse comedian now because people are walking out of your damn shows because you've been on that bullshit the whole time. And let's not forget, dog, you've been trying to take over for Patrice O'Neal ever since he passed away. You not him, dog. You not him. I don't care if you keep name dropping, talking about how good of friends you are with Kevin Hart. You just not him, bro.
Wow, he actually said that as if Kevin Hart could do comedy. Oops, did I say that out loud? Y'all hear that? He actually said that as if Kevin Hart could actually do comedy. Anyway.
30 years you've been chasing them same women that you talking shit about now. 30 years you've been chasing Vivica and Tracy and Neil and Gabrielle. 30 years you've been chasing these women, and none of them have picked you. That's what you pissed off at, cuz. Keep it a buck. You old. You
ain't chasing shit.
Overweight. You out of shape, and your comedy sucks right now. That's why people walking out your damn show.
Shut up, clown.
You exactly who she talking about. Sorry to be the one to tell you, partner. You exactly who she talking about.
No, she probably talking about you too, bro. You don't look that in shape. I'm sorry.
And because you like to call women bitches, let me put this on you before I go. It's not that the women are more masculine than you are, Corey. It's just that you got more bitch in you than Tracy do.
And you know you would, and you know this is keyboard warrior Corey, because you know you would get, Corey would punch you in your face for saying some dumb shit like that.
Corey Holcomb.
And didn't she say that she wanted some man who fluent?
Saying that women in their 30s and 40s, they're no longer attractive or desirable. I got a question for y'all, man. Do you have mirrors at your house? Do you see that your belly is hanging over your belt? Do you understand? Do you have erectile dysfunction? You might be able to.
Once again, keyboard warrior courage.
You get it up, but you can't keep it up. Your hairline's receding, your balls are hanging to the floor, your cholesterol is up, your blood pressure is up, your job is average, so you ain't even got enough life insurance. Right?
Why is he telling us about himself?
Die at 65 years old.
I don't know.
I mean, why is he upset? Because he likes old crows?
I guess.
Well, you have one year, right?
He's talking about Tyra Banks' boyfriend. That's what she's talking about. That's who she put him on.
I mean, here's my thing. Tell me one bitch that's past 30 is considered the most beautiful woman in the world.
With the
Not one.
exception of Megan Good, I can't think of any.
And Megan Good's not what she used to be.
Yeah.
And that's hard to say.
Yeah.
She went down a step past 4 when she went past 30.
The Megan Good.
I mean, but Megan Good is also better than 99% of women walking the face of the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan Good is the unicorn, to be fair to her.
But also Megan Good stays in the gym.
Yeah.
Y'all men got some nerve.
But she's 19 though. She's legal. But Tracy Ellis Ross out there, she's dating younger men too. Well, nobody say nothing when the white guys do it. If that sound like you, just stay away from my 19 and my 20-year-old daughter. Get out of here. But she's 19 though.
Don't worry, we won't flirt with her. Good Lord.
Guess what? Stop worrying about your 19 and 20-year-old daughters getting fucked by 40-year-old men, because they were getting fucked by 20-year-old men when they were 14 and 15.
Yep, pretty much.
Because daddy couldn't give them all the money that they needed for school, so they had to get the extra money somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want to act like.
Yep. Oh, they don't want to
We
talk
don't
about
want to
that.
act like this shit. We don't even want to act like how predatory women are, even as teenagers, when it comes to getting men. Most men lost their virginity from a hot in the ass girl.
Yep. Oh,
And
nobody wants
him as a father, he's supposed to be getting his daughters ready for a husband. Forget about if he does that, then he would be doing a good job. But talking about I'm looking, keep away from his daughter. No, you're supposed to find a husband for your daughter and make her a wife.
Exactly.
That's what his job is.
Well, he's a failure, like everything else in his life. He's failed.
Yeah, I had a simp try to threaten me a couple weeks ago. Man, you better not be looking at my 18-year-old daughter. And I say in my comment, I don't look under 20. They tell me, you better not be looking at my 18-year-old daughter. I'm like, she would read my comment, you dumb fuck.
I said, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is your 18-year-old daughter looking at me?
Yeah.
Because she knows her father's. Because number one, because she knows her father's a bitch.
Yep.
And she's really you're her father, but she calls me daddy.
Ooh. Yeah.
Why the 18-year-old girls on OnlyFans? These 18-year-old girls out there.
Don't be looking at my 18-year-old daughter, but your 18-year-old daughter got a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, 18-year-old daughter got a tattoo on her arm.
She got a tattoo on her pussy. Fuck it, arm. That's not scandalous enough. You gotta act like 18-year-olds don't make decisions. Wait a minute. You can join the military at 17, but you're not grown, right?
Yep.
I mean, some people they say if they don't understand what's going on because these 18-year-old girls, 20, they're doing everything. They're doing everything they're not supposed to do, and that's what they need to be worried about. They need to
And
try
see,
to
that's the
work.
problem that you just said. What did you call them? 18-year-old what? And what universe is an 18-year-old a girl?
Not my universe.
Correct.
That's the problem of the vernacular. They're little girls. No, they're not.
Nope.
I said first of all, it's women trying to convince you to get these high mileage, fucking ultra synthetic bitches.
Over the hill.
That's the reason why women are cars, because when they have high mileage, they become synthetic. They need the synthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Your pussy lips look like bed sheets.
Charles, don't talk about making a
And
styling like
all over the world, 18-year-old girls are married and taking care of their husband and their children.
Yep.
All over
Some
the
of them
world.
younger than
So
that
they
married
act like it's
their husbands and their children. Oops, did I say that out loud?
I mean, let's keep it honest. If you had the ability to look like Shannon Sharp and to have Shannon Sharp's money, would you do it? Would you go for? Would you go for? Why would I want Tracy? What's her name? Tracy
Ellis Ross.
Ellis Ross. Even though that's the stupidest name ever, because Ellis is her daddy's name.
Yep, it is.
So you living off your mother's clout, you no talent hack.
And it actually should be Tracy Ross Ellis, not Tracy Ellis Ross. But that
And
goes
then
to
on
show
top of
you.
that, well, men my age group have too much toxic masculinity. No, they just don't want to deal with your crazy ass shit. You look crazy. If you see a picture of her straightforward, she looks like a fucking supervillain.
Yep.
And she
Oh,
said she wants a man to be fluid, to work, to have something about gays. She said that's being toxic if you're not fluid, if you're not in your sexuality. Man, we are not fluid. I'm not fluid, and I'm way younger than her.
Mm-hmm.
And
When she's
I'm
50,
rigid. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man, and I want a woman to marry. There's no fluidity. You, man and woman. You're the woman. I'm the man. So if that's toxic to her, then she has a problem with a lot of real
it's
men.
only toxic.
You gotta remember though. She learned her femininity from a transformer, Toner Runner.
I mean, look what her mom was doing with Michael Jackson. Oops, god damn.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Oh, god damn.
I
She
felt
get it
that
from her mama. God
Didn't
damn it.
nobody say nothing when old Diana was doing it.
And she was testing out Michael Jackson. She was testing out Michael Jackson, so god damn it.
Ease on down the road.
Get on down the road.
And remember, Mike is not too much older than her daughter. He would have been. Like, what was he? What would he be, bro?
No, he would have been he would have been in the 60s because he died when he was 50.
He would have been in his 60s, so he's not too much older than her. Maybe 10 at best. Oh, yeah, she told Mike, I'm going to teach you how to go upside down. Around you turn me inside out.
You can't win.
What did they say?
You can't get
What
out
did
of
they say?
the
Oh, but they don't talk about how the only reason you are younger guys is that you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
You break your buy. You break your buy.
Yeah, I can hear the TV.
Somebody told Ed we can hear the Matlock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just came out with a new Matlock. I ain't watched it yet.
Man, and now they got a Matlock with a woman. Oh God.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, I saw that. I was like, I'm not interested.
I mean, it's like
I,
watching Queen Latifah be the Equalizer.
oh wow,
Who thought this shit would be cool?
I don't know.
Like
Some
we can
women
make
executives, just like they made She-Hulk and all these failures that keep making, trying to take these women and make them take out 250-pound guys. These 5'3" tall women that 130 pounds taking on these
now the
250.
250-pound guy that was actually Queen Latifah. Okay, you got to correct you on that one. But
So I
it's
mean,
like
it's just fantasy, and I mean, and so many times that the women have tried to do things that men do, like join the fire department, and they can't do what the rules were. They had to change it for them to pass, and so they just can't do it. You know, in New York, they had the 150-pound dummy that you had to that you had to carry down the steps, and they couldn't do it. And they said, oh, discrimination, discrimination. No, if you get in the fire, you need to take somebody out of a building that's 150 pounds. You can't drag them down the steps. You're gonna give them a concussion. But they
the
let
average
the women drag them down when they're supposed to carry them.
the average American doesn't even weigh 150 pounds.
Exactly. But I mean, so that's like a kid. But so if a kid is stuck in the building and they need to carry him out, these women can't do it.
The
They have to
average
go back and go out there, get a man to go carry the 150-pound kid out of the building.
and
So,
during this time, the building's collapsing around us.
yeah. If he's carrying somebody, he got to let that person down and get the other person. So, because she can't do it, but she's getting the same pay. I mean, if she could do it, that's a different story. But she can't do it, so that's
I
why
remember.
you shouldn't have any
I al- I always
fire
tell this.
women. Story.
I always tell this story where you had three females officers ask if they could have a male officer with them to check a vacant house. And I'm thinking to myself, aren't you bitches paid to do this?
They want the money, but they don't want to do the job. I mean, we got people at my job doing the same thing. They want the money, but they don't want to do the hard work. And sometimes the job is hard, and they want a man to do it, but they want the same pay. So it's just it's crazy.
Okay, fellas, we have a new segment for the Colosseum. We're going to test out, and it's simply called Game Time. Let's see what we're going to play today. Let's go play with the pyramids for a little bit. But y'all continue.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, they want
real
to
fraud.
find the apartments that they can manage, but the hard labor, the hard work, sometimes that has to be done. They don't want to do it, and that's
I
just
mean, by the way, it's nice that you're shouting out Tracy Ellis Ross and her origin story back in ancient Egypt.
You ain't shit for that.
Never claimed to be. I remember I had like when BVS said she was fine. I was like, dude, that eye gets me every time. Sorry, I love you, BVS, but that
She
eye
was
gets me
fine
all the
back in her
time.
younger days, but she
Was
ain't
the
this
was the
time.
eye like that back in her younger days?
Yeah, but it was
Oh god.
still good to look
Hell
at though.
yeah. I
but
say
she had that behind. That was it was when she was young and
Yeah,
she
she
had
had
that.
ass, man.
She had a bad shape for yeah. I mean, on
I mean,
TV at that time, she was
I
one of a
believe
few women.
I believe she had a bad shape because she's not out of shape now. I mean, here's the crazy part. It's hard to look at her as fine when she had three other bitches looking better than her or the girlfriends.
Say it again. Say it again.
That's my gripe. It's like, god damn.
And Charles, she light skinned it.
He said, I'm gonna put my good eye on you.
Man, she got eyes like a frog.
Man, she got eyes like a goddamn census character. Donuts. Like, god damn, it's like, I guess back in the day she was built more like a Pixar mom.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Pixar because you know them horny little dirty bastards who making the moms look shaped like Mrs. Incredible. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
god damn. I'm just like, but yet you criticize Shannon, but not one motherfucker had shit to say in Tracy Ellis Ross. And she's on Michelle. What was that on Michelle Obama's joint?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But that's the one who got Michelle Obama this week said the reason why she didn't go to the Jimmy Carter's um, funeral and to the inauguration was because she had to talk herself into not going. She had to tell herself she doesn't have a dress, and it's her time now. I said, I mean,
in other words, I'm independent.
it is so discouraging for black men to, if you work hard, become the president. All you got to do at this point is to show up for him a couple of times a year, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and for funerals, whatever. And she can't do that. It's so
you're doing it for
frustrating.
another. You do know your husband's in the list of the Chronicles of Rulers of America, right?
Yep.
And you had to be. It had to be the black one, man. Had to be.
If he was married to almost any other woman, race of woman, they would have been there. It's the easy job. I mean, all she had to do is show up. What's he talking about?
And this
She
is the
has
bad
all
part about
year
it.
to be her independent self and talk about herself and do all that stuff. Just had to show up for 2 events,
You
and
don't
that
even
was
have to. You don't even have to. I said you don't find it weird that the motherfucker walked down the aisle by himself.
it was a bad look. A bad look. I can
You mean black
my
was?
women will not support me.
You
It's
mean
just as
black was
bad as
bad?
Shawnee O'Neal having all these kids with this man adopting your kids, taking all the blame, and then you still say, "Well, I don't love him." Just a bad
Yeah.
look. Just a bad
Bad look.
look.
It's like
Be quiet. Shut up. Doesn't mean sit right there.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do it.
Yep.
I mean, it makes me it kind of makes me sad that they just can't these guys like Shaq and they are the top of their sport, top of their political career. You should be
Yeah.
proud and happy just to sit there and be quiet, support your man, and just can't do it. It's too difficult for them to do. Show a little bit of respect to a black man. It's very
Mm-hmm.
discouraging. That's why a lot of brothers have to marry, other women from
Yep.
other places. If you want a black woman, she, really can't. It's hard to find one in America. She has to be from somewhere else. There's not been her mind hasn't been polluted with this feminism, this female power stuff that's not really working in the real world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to explore the Great Pyramids here.
I mean, I was telling some guys today on that the one thing that I enjoy with my Latina wife is that she's happy with what I got. She
Yeah.
doesn't need a Birkin bag. She doesn't need a Gucci belt. She's good with whatever I get
Oh,
her,
oh,
and
you
she
mean those cheap Chinese products that they just slapped the label on? Oops, I say that out loud.
yeah, because there's a big like a running joke about I had guys and women telling me I need to buy my wife a Gucci belt. And and she doesn't even want a Gucci belt, but they said I should buy it because she cooks for me, she cleans for me, she's good to me. You need to buy her this, and I'm like, she doesn't want it, and I'm not going to do it, and you ain't going to make me do it.
If you don't,
Like, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all obsessed with her getting a belt, and she's happy with what she got,
Mhm.
and it doesn't even look that good. I mean,
Because
it's amazing. They want me to waste my
because
money.
we want everybody to be miserable too. We want everybody to be miserable. I
Mhm.
said, look, have you ever
Yeah.
cooked for a woman? Have you ever changed a tire for a woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cooking and changing a tire and doing small things, cutting her grass and doing all kinds of shit for a woman, especially when she's either busy or sick. She'll remember that more than the Gucci.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. And my wife cooks
But
for me
I'll
every
give you
day.
I'll give you an example. Everybody knows there's two times you don't fuck with me. When I'm in a really tight man game, watching UFC or boxing, a really good boxing belt or UFC belt, or when the Ravens play. That's what my ex girlfriend did years ago. Drive a car, told her not to drive till we get it to the mechanics or get it towed there. So
Mhm.
she gets stuck. I live on East Baltimore. She lives over west. Depending on which spot, that's 25 minutes. And depending on traffic, 35. So thank God that everybody was at the game, which opened up traffic. So I'm zooming there. Luckily, she's in a parking lot, and her dad was with her. Her
Mm.
dad's an older guy. Her dad's even older than my dad.
Okay.
So I got tools in my shit trying to figure out how to start this shit. But I guess, I took my hammer and blessed be Shango and Thor hit that fucking alternator to cut on. And she was so thankful. So next thing I know, later that night, I get a knock on my door and she's looking like a goddamn 1920s noir fucking detective with nothing but a trench coat and some heels.
Mm.
And apparently the only thing she wore was the heels.
Oh.
And she brought food too.
Yeah.
So
That
Was
was a
it?
snack.
So, did I need to buy a Gucci belt? No. Have I bought clothing items? Yes. But you don't need to go super high fashion that we could go, like,
Mm.
bitch, we could go take a trip over there and get it for like a tenth of the price. Would you want me to pay in America one Gucci purse or the same money you pay for that Gucci purse? We could get 20 from
Mm.
the same people who make it. Come on, economics, bitch. But guess what? How
Yeah.
many motherfuckers ever got that treatment of like the trench coat treatment? Shout out to cousin T-Tom because Lord knows when he came to Fire and Smoke that time, it wasn't like picking his brain. It was comparing notes. It was like a kindred spirit
Oh wow.
I
because
mean, that's what
he
most
gave.
brothers want. They want to be appreciated. When they do something
Right.
for a woman, they want her to do something back. And they don't understand. It's like, say, it's the little things. If she, brings you some coffee or, brings you a donut or, just something, you don't have to be nothing big time, but just, giving you that rubbing your feet without saying anything or rubbing your shoulders,
Mhm.
while watching TV or just being quiet. So, when you got something on your mind. And the women don't want it. They just don't want to do the little things. And they don't want to do anything. That's the biggest problem.
Mhm.
They don't want to do the big things or the little things. And they say they kind of try to say I was abusing my wife because she cooks for me every day. And
What?
that's what they were trying to say that I'm doing too much. And I said she wants to do it. And and they try to say that it's too much. And there's some women who refuse. I don't care how much money you make, what you do, how you look. They say cooking for a man 7 days a week is slavery.
Well,
What?
let's
Oh.
compete. Let's compete to that, right?
Mhm.
Do
This
I
shit's
need to
crazy.
do I need to repost my Charles Faulkner rules of protection? What's the first rule of protection?
Obedience.
What's the second rule? Protection costs. What do I get for the cost of my life or taking another one?
Mm. Great question.
I mean, when you think about this, and it'd be like, you could go to the store. Nobody tried to talk to me when I went to the store. You know why? They knew who house you came out of.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they
I
going
mean,
to say?
they don't
I mean,
understand. You put your
go
life
ahead.
on the line for this woman. You're putting your health on the line for this woman. So by her cooking for you, or cleaning your house, it's reciprocal. It's not not slavery because you're doing for her and she's doing for you. But they don't
Do you
understand.
know?
They don't understand that.
Do you know what the important job is for a woman of any community? Is to cook. Why? Because it was her job to be the nutritionist. Because of a lot of women's lack of cooking,
What up, Louie?
guess what happens? You have an overabundance of what? Overweight and diabetes.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jesse?
Sir Jesse of International Travels, Miss Intimate Man of Mystery, or
Yeah,
as
a
we
woman
commonly
could put a
refer to
couple
him.
of years of your
Yes,
life
sir.
by just cooking for you, and you don't have to
What's
worry
going
about
on?
eating. That there's something planned out for you that's going to keep you a little bit slimmer. It's going to keep you a little bit more healthier because that's one less thing that you have to worry about.
And by the way, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right,
Yeah.
Louis. WrestleMania too. Yep. Yes, sir. My nigga.
Yeah, I'm
I've
thinking about
come
the
to
beat up Hulk Hogan.
interrupt. I have come to interrupt this broadcast with a special message. Make sure you niggas go see Sinners in theaters.
Oh, it's good, huh?
If you like for black male images to be positive in media, then you will definitely support the film.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They did their thing. I heard.
Have to do
I
that.
was supposed to go. I was supposed to go see it this weekend, but everybody pulled me. Shout out to Dr. Dunbar and John, who came out. From both from the Black Manosphere, and my boy Darren, who came out to Fire and Smoke. Had a great fucking conversation. Oh man, I'm gonna
Shut
make sure
up.
that's
Shut up.
That's going to be one of the DMV spots for the Black Manosphere. Bring your ladies. Bring a lady. Hell, she only got to be your lady, or as long as she's border lady, bring her. Um, and fellas, if you live in the DMV area, come with me next week to Fire and Smoke. Oh,
Woo.
not one person I heard who came there didn't like it. Mm,
Well, I'm in
back to you,
Atlanta.
Justin.
It's me and AL. We the two only people that have seen another
Current,
Ryan Coogler classic.
currently, yes, I will go see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it was very. I heard a lot of people saying it's a very good film to go watch.
Yeah, if I get a chance, I'll go see it.
I heard no
Listen.
negativity.
If you're a black man, you have to go support at least once in theaters. Something I hear a lot of manosphere creators say repeatedly is
Mm-hmm.
what's the thing that most black manosphere creators say? What support black male media? Well, this is black male media on a major scale.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Will do, sir.
And and
Yeah,
not
I mean, I'm
only
not.
that,
I don't really want to talk about the movie because everybody's been talking about it since it's been out. I've talked about it, but I will say this. One thing I noticed about this film and Ryan Coogler's film in particular, Ryan Coogler's other films as well, is his films are not trauma centric like a lot of black films are. They didn't sneak no homosexual stuff in here like they did with the new Jonathan Majors movie. Which the new Jonathan Majors movie was really good. I think he should be nominated with his performance in that movie, but they snuck in some gay shit at the end of the movie. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, okay, you're enjoying the movie, and then okay, we're just gonna slide this on up in here in the last 15 to 30 minutes. And this is magazine dreams that I'm talking about, but with the movie Sinners, I was kind of bracing myself as I do with all movies with black men. I'm kind of waiting on some feminist shit to come up in here, waiting on some woke shit to come in here, waiting on some homo shit to come up in here, and it's safe to say that none of it ever happened. And the other thing I'll say about the black male characters is one, they are fully realized human beings within the movie. They are flawed characters, but they they are flawed for a reason. Like there's a purpose to their flaws. It's not just like, okay, well, this character is violent just because he's a black man, or this character is hypersexual and all this type of stuff just because you're a black man. If there's flaws between the characters in this movie, they actually have a rhyme or reason for them to be in flaws. And not only that, but they actually redeem themselves for the flaws that they have. So, like I said, I don't want to really go into the plot and stuff. It was a really great movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. I'll probably see it 2 or 3 times in theater just to
Okay.
support such a positive showing of black men running shit on the big screen and not being feminists or homosexuals. But and I'll just leave it at that. I've been promoting the movie to friends and family since I seen it, as well as I haven't really been on a panel in a few weeks. But now that I'm on now, I'm promoting it to y'all. And I told Charles the same day I went to see it. So
Okay.
what y'all niggas need to get y'all shit together, man. Y'all got Keisha up here going to see this shit 3-4 times, and y'all niggas haven't seen it, man. Come on, man. We got to get it together, Black Manosphere.
What you gonna do, brother, when Ryan Coogler and Sinners run wild with you?
But I'm a huge Ryan Coogler fan anyway, man.
Well, the last movie I saw
guess
was
you,
Captain America.
I guess you could say. I guess you could say you could see the difference between Sinners and Wakanda Forever. Definitely.
Well, what I say is this: I'll say that all Ryan Coogler's film, except for Wakanda Forever, I enjoyed for obvious reasons. But I blame that on the studios. So I don't blame that on Ryan Coogler. All the shit that he did, with his own, have all been pretty much like 10 out of 10s. I mean, Fruitvale Station, Creed, Sinners, even that Black Panther movie, not the
The
not
first
the
one.
Black Panther for Marvel, but the Judas and the Black Messiah, the movie about the Black Panthers, about Fred Hampton in particular. He was actually one of the executive producers of that movie. And it was actually the first all black production team, all black producer team to be nominated for several Academy Awards. So, and that was a real good ass movie too. But even the first Black Panther, to your point, to your mention, Charles, even the first Black Panther was, in my opinion, if not a 10 out of 10, very close to it. And
Wakanda
you could
Forever.
and you could imagine that with him being kind of. I kind of feel like working with Marvel, you are kind of hamstrung a little bit. You kind of kept in a certain box. But this Sinners movie, I mean, he got to do everything that he wanted to, and he did not disappoint. I mean, I put it like this: if you follow Dr. Ron O'Neill on Facebook, this brother been talking about this shit every day for like the past 2 weeks on his Facebook page. So if you know he talking about it, you know it's on point, man. To that level, you know what I'm saying? He did about 2 streams on his channel about it. He was on Dr. T's stream, and he been posting about it like crazy. So oh yeah, I mean it ain't
Don't let
out
him.
yet, Ray Hammer.
Don't let him. Don't let him. Oh, he almost got the big boot up on you, brother. Oh, don't let him get him, brother. Oh,
Did you get a chance to? Did anybody get a chance to watch the season finale of
Daredevil.
Daredevil?
Oh yeah, I did. That was
Man,
interesting.
man. My favorite part of the entire season is when Punisher said if those Red, if those goddamn fanboys come up in here, I'm gonna chop them up, Red. I was like, oh man, that shit's hilarious, dude.
If you read the comics, that's how their relationship really is.
Oh, I bet.
They really do respect each other. But here's the craziness. The craziness about it is they understand each other more and more and more. I like the after credit scene when the dummy shakes his hand and he breaks his arm and takes the key.
Oh yeah.
And that lets you know the Punisher, the difference between the cricket cops and the Punishers, he actually has a code.
Yeah.
Not morality, he has a code. He's black pill. The Punisher's even more black pill than Batman.
I mean, you don't get more black pill than that. I mean, he just it's like he has no value for life.
No, he has a value for life. He wouldn't kill innocent people.
Like the way he kills people that he views as wrong is just so casual, bro. It's crazy. Like that scene with him and Daredevil when they're in that apartment, that's chef's kiss to that whole sequence.
Now,
And
here's the part about it. Daredevil fights his demons when Punisher embraces the demon, but still
that
not an
sounds
evil
about
person.
right. That sounds about right. What Kingpin did to that one character? Oh my goodness!
Crushed his damn head and jaw cart.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a brutal dude, isn't he? And he plays them very well because he plays them kind of like
it gave
something's
some
off about this
goosebumps.
guy. He plays them like something's off with that guy.
Yeah, it's very subtle because like I feel like 80% of the time you think he's a normal person, then the other 20% is like, all right, okay, something's not quite right here. He's a fantastic actor. I love that actor, man.
You almost forget him
I
playing.
liked him in there's this movie that I like called Identity. Y'all ever seen that movie with John Cusack?
Yeah.
I love him in that movie.
You almost forget him in Men in.
I gotta look it up.
You almost forget him in Men in Black, don't you?
Hey, I did forget him. I can't think of him in the back.
You can't. You almost forget about him in Law and Order, right?
I've never been a fan of Law and Order, so.
Doo-doo. I always joke about how the guy said, who made the song "Cop Killer" became a cop on TV for like 20 years. Irony.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Nick Franklin?
I just finished watching this new Netflix movie called Havoc. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. That's why I wasn't up here so early.
Can
I
somebody
watched
time out? Can somebody time out Nick Franklin?
Nick.
Who's watching from my broadcast? Any
Okay,
racist comment?
I'm like, I don't
'Cause
see
I'm
this.
not trying to get his shit.
Who's Nick
White
Franklin?
dudes were pissed. No. The Punisher is who he is. The Punisher is not. The Punisher is who he is because he has a code.
Mm.
He doesn't respect dirty cops. He said, if you want a hero, look at Captain America. So he respects cops who do their job to the best of their ability. He says, y'all supposed to look for justice. I look for punishment.
Yeah. I mean, man, there was a lot going on in Daredevil. I thought it was very
I
different
didn't think
from the
that.
Netflix series.
I didn't think they were going to go hard for Killer Foggy.
I mean, shit. I mean, look what they did in the first episode. Look what Daredevil did in the first episode.
When he just tossed his ass.
Like, whoop, sorry.
Even though fucking
What
Bullseye, that motherfucker was
the?
tossing fucking knives at his ass, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was some tight ass scenes. But I'm trying to figure out how the hell this motherfucker still living. What the fuck?
He doesn't. His nerve endings are cut, so he doesn't feel pain.
Oh, is that the deal with him? Is that explained in the
What?
series or is that a part of it in
Both.
the show? I mean,
Both.
in the comics.
Yeah. Both. Like in
Oh,
other words, he was born with this weird ability that he can't miss a target. Like he can use anything as a weapon. That's why he can use his tooth. He can use
yeah.
He can use playing cards. He can use size.
I'm
And you
not gonna
forget.
lie, man. He was a badass villain, dude.
And you got to forget if they actually played it right, he's the one who kills Elektra in the comics,
Mm.
which is his long loves, which is a long time love interest of Daredevil,
Daredevil, yeah.
and he
He was a
fucked him up. I mean, he fucked.
he was a menacing ass
I mean, you put
villain.
him in one of the Marvel movies, he'll fuck up a couple of heroes.
And I'm like, shit, dude. This motherfucker won't die. Then he can't miss.
Mm.
Anything anything in his
outside
hand could be used as a weapon. Like I mean, a
outside
toothpick, a dog, a fucking piece of shrapnel, a
I
fucking
mean,
light.
look, they made the point of this motherfucker what he did with that damn tooth, boy. They made their point clear with that. I was like, God damn.
You put a gun in his hand. You put an actual weapon in his hand.
I'm like, I would love to see him versus
Hawkeye,
some DC guys.
probably Deathstroke, which is a waste of a porn star. Which
I'm
is a
kind of
waste of a porn
tired,
star
man.
name.
So my brain is not picking up what I'm trying to think of.
Mm.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to look it up. So like him versus
Oh, Kingpin's not a cut.
him versus Deadshot and him versus
Where Deadshot needs
him.
technology.
So
Deadshot.
Deadshot and Bloodsport. That'd be cool.
Well, Deadshot is accurate, but you're talking about like this dude can't miss even if he wanted to.
I'm trying to think. Did he even use guns in the Daredevil series?
Well, the shot that was supposed to be for fists.
Oh yeah, the snipers. I think that was the
I
only gun
mean,
he used.
yeah, he doesn't need them. He just used knives. He used whatever, anything. You got to think about it. If you break a beer bottle and all that broken glass, you just gave him 30-round magazine. You can use a baseball. He was a pitcher in the comics one time. He used a baseball and killed a man.
Mm.
Did y'all see any? Did y'all see anything good lately besides Daredevil?
Um, Anime, no, because anime's been sucking. But I will say this: since the first season is over, look at almost like Sakamoto Days. Watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Good action, but it's funny as fuck too. Imagine a retired fucking the world's greatest hitman retires, gets married, has a daughter, gets fat, and he runs a convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
And they got $1 billion bounty on his head, and everybody's trying to kill him. But guess what
Wow.
Sounds
happened?
was good.
His his skills never deteriorated.
Yeah.
This motherfucker
Yeah.
deflected a bullet with some hard candy.
What did you think about Sinners without telling us too much about the movie?
It was good. It was weird but good. I mean,
I'm trying to see that shit. I'm trying to make it out to Dallas to see it on the 70 millimeter screen, IMAX screen, if I can, man. If I
Mm-hmm.
can. Why you say it was? Why you thought it was weird?
okay. Then
Uh,
let me just put it in terms. Maybe you can relate or you can't, because nobody can relate
I'm gonna
to
get out of here, folks. I'm gonna keep it running. Woo! Don't forget to support AB Media with the Colosseum. Woo! I'm out.
Mhm. Okay, I got it. Was it in?
you muffling, bro. You muffling. I ain't hear.
Yeah, you're muffling.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You got all that going on, and you got vampires. So I'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
I leave it for you to figure out the rest.
I didn't hear shit you said. That's why I'm laughing. All I heard was I'll leave it at that.
Vampires, 1930s, the end of Jim Crow segregation.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, yeah, man. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna probably see it 2 more times in theater. I'm gonna try to see it in Dallas at the 7 millimeter. I gave it a 10 out of 10. So that's like the largest IMAX screen and the
Mm.
largest film that they because he shot it on IMAX and I think it was a Kodak Panavision. And so it uses the 70 millimeter film, which is the largest film they can use. And that's only the 70 millimeter is only available in 8 theaters in the country. And Dallas is one of them. So I'm gonna try my best to see it on that 70 millimeter, and then I'm gonna see it in Ghana again with my two
Okay.
friends, probably for a third time. I wish I found a bootleg though, so I can, cause it's one of those movies like Get Out where you be trying to dissect shit and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I missed this part last time, yada yada yada. And man, if they don't get no nominations for this shit, boy, these some racist bastards.
They not because
Because
in
the acting was on point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody acted their ass off. Michael B. Jordan, I've always felt like he was a pretty good actor, but I felt like this was, in my opinion, his best performance. Like I literally forgot that it was
Okay.
one actor playing the twins. Dale, what's your boy name? Delroy Lindo. Oh man, that dude there, dude, the old school brother, man, definitely felt like my one of my deceased uncles in that bad boy. That's from Mississippi. He was definitely on point, man. I mean, everybody was on point, and it's one of those movies that there's a lot of black people
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those movies you just can't get it off your mind, bro. It's like when you see it, it stays on your mind for days and maybe weeks to come. I'm not the only person that said this.
Okay.
Dr. T said it. Dr. Ron O'Neill said it. Laban's Journal said it because they did. I don't know if you saw. They did a big. It was a spoiler review though, so you don't want to see it until after you see the movie. But they did a big spoiler review. It was about 6 people in the space, I believe, that typically do movie reviews getting together, and it was about a 4 or 5 hour stream, and it was on point, man. It was on point on all factors because the thing is, AB, is a lot of time you might have a good black show or movie, right?
Right.
But the black male characters may be terrible. So let's take Lovecraft Country for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
By production standards, I mean it's a good sci-fi show. The writing's pretty good, the acting's pretty good, the production value's pretty good, and they have some good scenarios. But when it comes down to the black male characters, they're terrible. I mean, they're violent, they're hypersexual, they don't have any agency,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very reactive. And so, for you to get like a genuinely good movie where even white people are like, oh man, that movie was good, but then it's a black movie and you have really good black male characters on top of that. I mean, you can't beat that, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot beat that. But I guess I'll let you go to bed then, since it's just us two, man. Everybody then build out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you ain't tapped out yet. Well, I don't know. It's probably not even that late. Huh? Yeah, it ain't
No, it's
even
not that late. I think I only got like 2 hours. Yeah, 2:42.
2:42. Yeah, but yeah, man,
But
definitely go support it when you can, bro. Definitely go support it when you can. And I say
yeah, the
that to
last
the
movie I
entire
went to see
audience.
was Brave New World.
I didn't know that was a movie.
Yeah, Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't.
Oh, yeah. I know you're thinking about the book, right?
No, I'm thinking about Star Wars
Oh,
or Star Trek. One of them. No, Star Trek. Star Trek.
Star Trek. Uh, I think
Yeah,
Strange Worlds is
Star Trek have a series called Brave New. Oh no, I'm
Strange
sorry,
New
Strange
Worlds.
New Worlds. Yeah, my bad, my bad.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
enjoyed
think
it.
about the Captain America?
It was good, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now, was it end game level? No, but it was still a good movie.
'Cause I think it's like either the worst view or like the third worst view Marvel or MCU movie. I liked it so far for what I've seen. I didn't finish watching it because it was like I was watching a bootleg and it was crappy. I kind of I'm not so big on supporting Marvel movies now, unless it's going to be something I know is going to be on point, like uh Daredevil and Wolverine. I mean, not Daredevil,
Hmm.
Deadpool and Wolverine. I knew that shit was going to be on point, and so I supported it. Brave New World. I mean, the actor, the leading actor, that's my old neighbor. Went to the same barber and gym for the longest.
Hmm.
So I would support on that level, but as far as uh, you know, so for what I seen, it was cool.
Hmm.
It was cool. I didn't get to finish it though, but you know, I try to
But
check.
yeah, yeah. I'm a fan of Star. I'm a big Trekkie. I watch a lot of the Star Trek. In fact, it's probably what I'm going to go to bed on.
I never got into Star Trek, man. I tried. I like those the alternate universe movies. I thought they were pretty good
Okay.
with Chris Pine and those guys. My boy that used to play Siler from Heroes.
Mm.
But I've seen a lot. At least seen a lot of good movies lately. But I think Sinners is by far movie of the year, though. I'm gonna just say that right
Oh,
now.
really?
I seen Mickey 17 was good this year. Magazine Dreams was really good. Besides the gay stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Trying to think what else I seen this year that was good. Captain
I did
America.
actually just got finished watching the movie with Dr. T. It was called it's one of Tyler Perry's movies called Jazz something.
Oh, the Jazz Ben's Dream or something like that. The Jazz
Yeah.
Blues.
Yeah,
I,
something
I
like
know
that.
what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I
Yeah,
don't think I've
it was
seen.
okay. It was okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't as bad as his usual shit. Although
well,
the brother got killed at the end.
yeah. Companion. Yeah, there's a lot of good movies out this year. The Companion was good. The Black Bag was good. With Michael Fassbender. Mickey 17 was really good.
Oh, Michael Fassbender. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, he has a new spy thriller called Black Bag.
Mm-hmm. I like him as my one of my favorite villains, Magneto.
Oh yeah, he was.
I've always, for some odd reason, I've always been Magneto head.
I really liked him as Magneto. Too bad. I mean, they started off good with those movies, and it kind of fell off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else I seen from this year that was good? Let's see. Well, that's all. Bullet Train Explosion on Netflix was pretty decent.
Okay.
And the movie I just finished watching before coming on here, Havoc, was pretty decent.
Havoc. What is that on?
That's on Netflix. It's a new Tom Hardy movie. They also have Forrest Whitaker in it.
Okay.
But now, as far as TV shows, The Pit on Max is really good if you like medical dramas. Andor kicked off this weekend, so I'll be watching that.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Andor
Season 2
season
kicked off
2.
this weekend.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta watch that.
Dropped on the 22nd. And Last of Us season 2 is third. Episode 3 comes out tomorrow. That's really good. I like this series. That just came out, but I'm like 2 or 3 seasons behind, so I don't know when I'm gonna get that.
I know that's what I am with Reacher. I'm about 2 or 3 seasons behind.
With who?
Reacher.
Okay. I haven't even started watching that in my other neighbors in that. My other old neighbors in that. Black Mirror new season dropped last week.
Okay.
And I binge watched the hell out of that. That's my shit. I'm behind on a lot of stuff, man. I got a whole list of stuff I got to watch, like The Wheel of Time. Shit.
Yeah.
Gotta watch the new season of that. There's another series I watched that was pretty. I enjoyed. Dope Thief. That was pretty good with Ving Rhames and the black guy from Atlanta. They're pretty good. There's another an Asian Netflix show I want to see, Weak Hero. I want to watch that. There's a lot of good stuff out there, man. A lot of good stuff out there, but Sinners is just one of those movies where it's like, damn, these kind of stuff they put in here, you know? Why am I still thinking about this damn movie?
Yeah. Any games you've been playing recently?
Nah, man, I haven't played games in months. Like I've been basically spending my free time to watch stuff like
Okay.
movies, TV shows. To be honest, I haven't touched any games. The last game I played, Dave. I really like this game. It's called Dave something. I gotta look up the name. Dave the Diver. It's called.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like you playing this fat Mexican guy.
Huh.
You're fishing for fish, and you're scuba diving for fish, and you gotta cook the fish in the restaurant. It's a pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not everybody's gonna like the genre, but it's actually a really good game.
Yeah. I've been actually been playing a lot of Oblivion recently. They re-released Oblivion after 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. They redid the engine in Unreal 5,
hmm
but it still has that Oblivion. It still has that Bethesda feel to it.
I never really got into it, but I did want to get into Fallout, and I
Fallout.
see the only thing I like about those games is for me personally, I feel like a lot of pressure because it takes those type of games take so many hours
Yeah,
to
that's true.
play. So like even with I prefer movies because I can just watch that shit for 2 hours and I'm done.
Hmm.
But you talk about a damn TV show, man, that might be 8, 10, 12 hours, just to get through it. So a lot of times I won't even start if I don't
Hmm.
'cause it's some games that are long that I was able to beat but it's kind of hard in adulthood. Like I tried the a couple years ago, I tried to finish Red Dead Redemption.
Which one?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, I still ain't finished that yet either.
Man,
Yeah.
it's like I got
I
I
beat
got
the first one, but I haven't had time to beat the second one. So there's a
yeah, I
lot of
think I beat the
mechanics.
first one like
I'm still
excuse me,
pissed off they killed John, but
I was like a kid when I beat the first one. I think I was in
Mhm.
high school at the time or something like that. But shit, it's different when you're an adult, man. You gotta really manage your time to be able to get this shit completed.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Like for
There's so
real.
much shit to the second one though. You got to learn how to clean your horse and shit. Got to make sure you eat. I was like, damn, this is a
Well,
full blown RPG.
yeah, a lot of it you don't have to do, but if you want to, you can do a lot
Hmm.
of it. Like I mean, it's a lot of stuff on there, man. It's a lot of stuff on
You
there.
can
Now, the
rob
cool thing
people,
about the second one
rob
was,
people's houses for real.
shit, they actually had a fake version of my hometown up in there. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. They had a
Oh,
fake,
really?
had a fake New Orleans in there.
Oh, I haven't got to that far. I haven't got that far yet. Guess I need to keep playing it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I was like, yeah, this is definitely New Orleans. I could tell by the architecture, but it's New Orleans from back in that time.
Yeah, the Western Times.
But the French Quarter looked the same. The only thing different is they might have like cobble roads and shit up in there, but it still had the same architecture and stuff. So that was pretty cool. It's only like the second game I've seen like New Orleans. The other one was trying to think of this PlayStation game with the mutants and all that. Can't think of the name.
Mm.
But yeah, I haven't played anything, but later this year I definitely want to stock up on all AAA titles I missed on in the past couple years, like the Red Dead, not the Red Dead, the Dead Space
Hmm.
remake, the Final Fantasy 4 remake. I mean, not Final Fantasy 4, the Resident Evil 4 remake,
Hmm.
and I got a whole list of AAA games I gotta uh beat, man. And I also for the Final Fantasy 7 sequel, which they can't. I don't remember the title, but you know what I mean. Shit.
part whatever. I know they broke it up.
Yeah. Part 2 or so, whatever.
Part 3,
It's
whatever.
like
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff I got to get into, man. And it's crazy because I feel like this generation of gaming is probably almost over. So PlayStation 5 will probably be coming out in less than 4 years, probably.
You mean 6? You mean
Yeah,
6?
6. Yeah. Well, I'm tired, man. That's how you know I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
in the wrong names and shit. But I'm gonna try to stay up another couple hours and maybe get one more movie in if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the only thing I watched today was I rewatched Creed, and I watched Havoc, and I finished watching Bullet Train Explosion, which it's another I think a Japanese Netflix movie that dropped. But yeah, I've been trading my game time for movie time and TV time.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh man.
Cut my cord, man. What are your thoughts on the Shannon Sharp crap that's going on?
Oh yeah, I talked a little bit about that on Arts last night. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's messed up, but you gotta try to move better, man. Especially when
Yeah.
you over here. Only problem I have with Shannon Sharp is that he was being hypocritical because I mean I brought this up on Arts show. Yeah,
I thought you did.
he was talking about Donnell Rollins having a 23-year-old baby mama,
Mm-hmm.
and now look what's happened with him.
Yeah.
Chick you met her when she was 19, and it's like in your mind, you know, and all this stuff going on with yourself, and you saying all this stuff to this brother, they're the same age, I believe. I think both of them are 56, and so he got a chick that's even younger than the chick that you know that she had. Well, but then I think it's even worse because Donnell actually wiped up the chick, and he got her at 23 when he was younger. Like I think he got her at 23, like when he was in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and Shannon Sharp just got a booty call, pretty much.
well, it's not even a booty call. It was like I don't know what you call it, because it's like he was having fun with her, but it was not just, it wasn't like a one night stand or nothing like that. Like they've been rocking for like a couple years. I mean, he been dealing with other chicks at the same time, but they say that's why she mad, because he was because of the thing that happened with the other chick. Remember, he got caught having.
Yeah.
And I'm not even mad. Donnell Rollins' baby mama called out Shannon Sharp.
Sounds about right.
She reposted the stuff of Shannon saying, "Oh, she 23. How you gonna be with a 23-year-old, man?
How you gonna be with a 19-year-old hoe?
You can't be hypocritical, man. You cannot be a hypocrite. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, man."
Yeah, how you gonna talk about a 23-year-old when you with a 19-year-old hoe?
And he had and Donnell wifed the chick up. They still together, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, she's not a bad looking chick,
What's
man.
on Ed?
Cute. I mean, she looked better. She looked better than the chick that he got caught with. She looked
What's
way
up, Jack? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. He's loud as hell, boy. You sound like you got that mic I had a couple years ago.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Uh-oh.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? Oh,
See if he
Lord.
comes back. Then after he says this stuff, well, I'm going to bed, man. To cut it off early.
I feel you. But yeah, that's what I think about it, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I'll be up here for a hot couple of minutes. Yeah, what's up, Jesse? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing pretty damn good. How about
Yeah,
you?
but no, I'm doing all right. You know, dealing with these motherfuckers. Yeah, what's up? I know I already said what's up. Yeah, man. I know you were talking about this. Yeah, Shannon Sharp, man. I thought he was good, but I'm starting to think he might be a little cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that made me thought he might be cooked was when I watch some of Lead Attorney show. He was Lead Attorney was bringing up all those past cases that we never heard about, all the way back to like 2010. So
yeah, he might be cooked.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, it just depends on how much the media really want to go after him, and it kind of depends on how much protected he really is. Because which it seems like he ain't, you know. Because it depends on if he making people money, you know, he'll get left alone. But it's kind of like if he didn't have all them cases, he'd be all right. But it's kind of like a where there's smoke, there's fire kind of situation.
Yeah,
and they just gotta scandalize him hard enough. I mean, that's the game. And I've been saying, you know, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Like black men gotta have like especially when you got money like they do,
kind of underwater.
Gotta have organizations that are for you. Not no sorry, I'm gonna feel that. Gotta
Yeah,
have
underwater.
Yeah, you got to have organizations that are for you. I mean, dudes don't understand this until they need it, they need it. But like with him, it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because the thing is, none of it is like a smoking gun, but you don't need that. Like, the thing is, you don't need a conviction to affect people's money.
Nah.
And women are just not subject to this type of shit. They're just not, and that's bullshit. Like Joy Taylor got pulled off of office, but that stuff she actually got caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
Jay-Z said that lawsuit cost him a $20 million contract, and it never even went to trial.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. You know, it's one thing if you're dealing with Gloria Allred because you know she's white and Jewish, but Busby, I crush that motherfucker. I would. I know he can't publicly do it, but behind the scenes, I will wait for my opportunity and I would bury his ass.
Well, you know he's countersuing for $20 million, Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know the update of that case, but and also, man, shout out to Travis Hunter getting
drafted second,
got the second overall pick going to Jaguars. Shador Sanders
we already covered
going to
Sanders.
That fit.
Browns. And shout out to Shallow Sanders going to.
Did he finally get drafted?
No, he didn't get drafted. He got signed as a free agent to the Bucks.
The Buccaneers. Okay. Yeah, I mean that, like, dude, like,
and you know there was I think it's about 8 total Colorado players that either got drafted or signed as a free agent. So shout out to
like
them,
honestly, man, you know, I've said a lot on my string. So, and I already took some headache medication, even though that's not why, but like that Shador Sanders shit angers me in a very deep way. It really does. Like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm kind of, if we weren't tethered into this country, to this country's success, you know, I'd be really happy with knowing what's coming. Because, you know, white people don't do well when they can't just undercut people from the knees. They really don't. And even with the Chinese, BGS did his video on the tariffs and, you know, the rare earth minerals when people can, you know, grab you by the balls White people don't do well with that. And like it really annoys me, like how personal they've made. Like Stephen A. Smith, I like what Stephen A. Smith said. This looks like collusion, and it is collusion. They had to pick. They had to, because I'm sure Roger Goodell gave them a phone call, said, "I don't know what the fuck you all are doing, but you all better make this shit look better than what the fuck it looks like." Like and he ain't talking to the owners directly, but he's probably talking to people that talks to the owners. Understand that y'all are one piece of 32 teams, and I don't give a fuck about what y'all think it is. Y'all better make this shit look better than what this is looking like, because this is something I got to deal with. And I'm not dealing with no collusion, because it does look like collusion. That's why and notice how all them people ended up getting picked up like towards the end. And truth be told, Shador, it would have been better for Shador. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
It would have been better for Shador to be a free agent than going to the Browns.
Yeah, I agree.
But Shador make it out. You got people that's gonna be and basically y'all have made them underdogs now. So y'all basically helped their story. But yeah, this bullshit. Like when people use the term arrogant, like it really enrages me, because number one, you can't really. I say this very easily. Okay, give me an example of a non-black person that's arrogant. You can't mention Trump. A non-black person is arrogant in sports. You can't say it. It's like basically arrogant. You know what arrogant is a stand-in for? Uppity.
These uppity niggers.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's uppity, because you can't really. There is no clip, because they would spread it everywhere of him being arrogant. You just it's and it's just funny seeing these people like jump up and down and dance. Honestly, this is an opportunity for Stephen A. Smith, to be honest with you, because I think this allows Stephen A. Smith to kind of get some of his real nigga points back without like exposing himself too much, because this is like obviously sloppy what they've done. This is This is not even. It's bad, but it's sloppy. And this is how you know white dudes are in their fucking feelings when they start being sloppy like that at the owner level. It's like at the end of the day, you cannot say Shador Sanders cannot make y'all money. So what is it?
The worst part of all of this that I don't hear nobody talking about is that one of the GM or staff of one of these organizations leaked Shador's phone number to a prank caller.
And they're gonna have to like.
I didn't hear anybody mention this, because he said So first of all, there's a clip of the call happening, right? That popped up on social media, but that clip it wasn't really good. But then his brother films him, so when you actually listen to the footage his brother has, you can hear everything clearly. And in it, he says that nobody has this number. It's not even in my name. The only people that have this number is somebody from the NFL. That way, when they pick them, they can call them. So how did
That'll be investigated. That'll be investigated.
Well,
hopefully they'll find out who did that. But
we know who did it, because he exposed himself. Well, we know the guy who did it. We need to find out who
leaked it. Who leaked it?
Yeah,
and I would actually, if I was Roger Goodell, I would actually pay this man. I would pay it if you can show proof that this person leaked it to you. I will pay you. I don't even give a fuck about what you did, because because something like that undermines him.
Yeah. Without question.
Like honestly, that's letting them, because it's like, yo, I don't know what this man did. I don't know if he fucked your wives. I don't know what you all got this upset about, but no, we not doing that, because what y'all do is y'all gonna create a case. And Dion is smart. Like Dion is not. This is not a Colin Kaepernick situation. Dion, if y'all slipping like that, because Dion ain't said nothing, at least up to this point.
Yeah, he ain't said nothing. He ain't said anything. I mean, You know, I'm kind of over the NFL at this point anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
am.
a
I am
I'm a
too. I mean,
I'm a New Orleans Saints fan, and our general manager has been trash for the past 5 years.
yeah. It's the
And
nepotism. Yeah,
he had
yeah.
the worst pick of the draft when we picked that damn quarterback that was missing people at the combine. That has only played one full year of college as a 26-year-old because he's gotten injured every freaking season except for one.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love it because if Shador is successful, all these GMs are gonna have to, because that's who's gonna get blamed, even though the owners are the ones that this stuff couldn't happen without the owners. They get the blame. The GMs are gonna, because you got Tomlin talk about they trying to get Aaron Rodgers, 41-year-old ass. All y'all go look stupid. And a lot of y'all black ones, y'all go get fired. Y'all go look dumb. Like, I don't know why y'all put y'all in that position.
They're just gonna lie though, because I mean, look at what they doing with Lamar Jackson. I mean, you
They
got
can lie all they want to, but at the end of the day, man, we'll see
yeah,
where
but
he
not
lands. But it's just they can't stand the fact that they don't got enough white quarterbacks. That's really
as
what that is.
as far as I'm concerned, Lamar Jackson is a top 5 quarterback in the league. I mean, of course, I have the baby goat, the light skinned savior, Patrick Mahomes as number 1, but
he shout out to Jalen Hurts, but the thing is, there's too many. They don't want no more black quarterback because they can't replace them with the white ones. And I'm cool. I'm good. I know where this is going. So they're running out. What this is telling me is that they're running out of gas, and I love it. So we trust me. That's gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. The Shadur story. Shout out to Travis. Hopefully you don't put a baby in that bitch. Hopefully Travis learned from Shannon.
Yeah,
because you got the same type of bitch. I mean, I don't mean curse. You got the same type of chick. Honestly, I think she a little bit more. And it is what it is. The red pill wins again. Points for passport bros.
yeah.
Shannon should import.
Hey, no passport game. But all right, AB, I'm gonna let you go to bed, brother.
Yeah, I'm about to shut it off a little early.
Peace.
All right. I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm going to bed. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.